when everything is going wrong. I sat down and wrote this song, 'cause I don't wanna live this life without you. I don't wanna make the same mistakes. Anything to make you happy, make you smile, make you look my way. 'Cause I don't wanna make the same mistakes again.
What happened was I got really tired of being in that truck. I had a nightmare one day up north.
Yeah.
I was running through a subway and I saw this little boy on a bench. He was crying. In my dream, I had the tie floating over my shoulder. I had the suitcase and everything. I was like, "What's wrong, little dude?" And he looked up. It was my son. He said, "I just want my dad."
Oh my God.
So I woke up, got out of the bunk. I called my wife, said, "I'm done.
Wow.
I'm done." And then I started the social media thing, which is, it took off pretty quick there for a minute. It's really, after Trump took office, it just came to a screeching halt. They shut down. TikTok was one of the main platforms that I was on.
Yeah, I remember when that happened.
Just the words coming out of his mouth that he was going to, just the proposal he was going to shut it down, just ended everything for me. It wasn't forever. It wasn't.
Well, I know
the same
he
for
was trying to
everybody.
keep it open.
Yeah.
And he did. And now there's talking about more stuff with it. I don't know. But I think they're going to try to buy it.
I honestly, it would be a very smart move financially, because just from what I'm doing on my end, there's so much money going towards that platform. It's stupid. And Facebook's doing the same thing, the exact same thing. Facebook is actually paying more per view right now than TikTok. It's kind of like the CPM, the cents per mile you get driving a semi.
Yeah.
It's like that with the social media. You pick one over the other. One's going to pay more than the other. It's really strange. Facebook right now, to compete with TikTok and a few of the other platforms, are really pushing for content.
Well, you know, it's crazy is my band, the most recent one that I was in, Doubt Me Now. We actually, around the time that the government shut down, we were at the recording studio.
Really?
So whatever day it was that they put everything down in March, we were in the recording studio. We were like, okay, you know. And then I got laid off because of where I was working, because I left my current job and went there for like 6 months, 8 months.
I remember that, yeah.
And got laid off a month afterwards.
Wow. Because
I started in February, and then in March got laid off, and I'm like, well, damn. But they were paying people more for unemployment because
yes. Yeah.
So my checks, honestly, were not that much different than they were driving a truck.
Right.
Which was cool. So, I mean, it wasn't bad. Then they got the stimulus checks, and that helped a lot.
Yeah, I went stupid with it.
I
bought a boat. Looking back, I wish I would have invested in it.
I bought an almost $2,000 drum set.
Yeah.
And then I got that endorsement deal.
Yeah. Oh, with the cymbals.
Yeah. I still had to pay for them, but I got them way discounted. And
bet.
But the price of them, when I had my design put in, they actually, the price was higher because of the design. But they said now that they've got the sponges or whatever they use to put the stuff on the cymbals.
Yeah.
Now every time you order them, it's going to be cheaper.
That's the great thing about manufacturing, and that
I'm going to move this a little bit.
You're fine.
It keeps.
You want to clip it to your strings?
Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually perfect. You want about 8 to 10 inches.
Well, I didn't want it because every time this hits it, it's going to go.
That's very true. But for the cymbals, like the manufacturing of it, because the first set is going to cost so much because they're just proofing out the concept,
right,
and getting that die for your image.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So now they're cheaper, but I've already got them. So, but anyways, I use Stimulus for that.
Yeah.
And then, but the day that they shut the government down, we were in the studio. We were recording. What song was it? 7 years in Broken Mirrors, and we were recording. I think we recorded anything that day.
That's that cover you were talking about.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a while since that happened, but yeah, and we, didn't think nothing of it. A month passed, and producer sent us the, files back. Hey, this is the song. What do you think? And we listened to it. Everybody was cool with it. So we're like, okay. Well, the day we were in recording, one of the guys was like, hey, let's, take a little camcorder and and it wasn't a phone. It was an actual camcorder, like an old school one.
Oh.
And we're just going to film us doing our thing, just go walk around the studio, show different parts and film us doing our thing, talking and joking around while we're doing it and everything like that. Well, when the song came out, we're like, let's do this. So they muted the video and they put it to the music.
That's genius.
And it was kind of like a music video.
That's
so it showed
cool.
us recording that song in the studio. And one of them got a bright idea. Hey, let's just put it on YouTube and see what happens. I'm like, okay, well, dude, nobody was going to work. Everybody was bored. They're all stuck at home watching videos on YouTube.
Perfect timing.
Perfect time. It couldn't have worked out better. Went to bed that night because I shared it a bunch, of course, as soon as it got put on there. I shared it a bunch. Went to bed, woke up the next morning. There's 1,000 views. I'm like, oh, that's not too bad. By the end of the first full day of it on there, there was like 5,000 views.
Dang.
And it just kept snowballing.
Wow. Every
day it kept snowballing. And then I got contacted by the cymbal company. And they're like, hey, you want to be one of our endorsees?
That's awesome.
Our endorsers. And I was like, I don't know. Because I've never used those cymbals before.
Oh.
I've never seen them in the stores before.
Oh.
I mean, online, yeah. There are stores like Sweetwater.
Yeah.
They sell some of them online. But there's not a physical cymbal. You can walk into a music store and hit it with a drumstick to actually hear it.
Huh.
Like with the bigger brands like Zildjian and Meinl, and you got Sabian. There's just a whole bunch of them. But you can't actually physically go into the store unless you're in California, because that's where they're based.
That seems like a bad marketing move right there.
There are some places that carry them, but nothing that I know of around here, like Guitar Center don't.
Wow.
I tried to get Guitar Center to sell my line.
Yeah.
And they're like, nope. I tried to get Sweetwater to sell my line. I was like, I know you guys got them used.
Yeah.
They got them used, but they won't pick up a line. Because, dude, I just need to sell 100 sets and I'm set.
Yeah.
100 sets of my cymbals, my size.
Now, how many cymbals come in a set?
My set?
Yeah.
I mean, you can get different cymbals with that same design.
Okay.
You can get the different types, because they got a whole bunch of different. They got gospel, they got metal, they got blues, they got Latin.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I got custom brilliant, which is this. It's the diameter, the thickness, and the overall sound of it. That's what I got, was custom brilliant. But what they do is you can order, like my set is, I use a 14-inch custom brilliant hi-hats, 10-inch splash. These are all custom brilliant, by the way. 10-inch splash, 18 crash, 19 crash, 20 megabell ride, and an 18 China. That's my set. And brand new, it's about $2,000 for those. It's about $2,000.
But that's a professional set of cymbals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's,
that's something you could take to a concert or a recording studio.
Yeah, those are my sizes.
Yeah.
I'm actually under contract. I'm not supposed to use anything but those.
Really?
For recording and for video or anything. Yeah, I'm not supposed to use anything else.
Wow.
Like if I'm on video, I'm supposed to use mine.
Makes sense.
Just because of contract issues.
Yeah.
But well, that's like, a sports person. They get signed by, say a certain brand, and then they're on TV playing a different brand. But that's not cool. Dude, imagine Michael Jordan going out on the court with some Adidas.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would, he'd have a field day with them.
But yeah, so they, I got those and those are my sizes, and that's what I have. and for that pack, it's about $2,000.
Okay.
And I get about $900 to $1,000 for
The commission sale.
commission.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So I got free access to NAM. You never heard of NAM?
Mm-mm.
Okay. NAM is usually, it's in LA. So it's like Comic-Con, but for music.
Oh, okay.
And they have like all the big companies come out with all their new gear
Oh, yeah.
and all their new stuff.
They go show off all their new toys.
Like all the DJ lighting, like Chavet or whatever, however you pronounce their name. They'll come out with all their new stuff, you know, and they'll show it. And then there's the people that are endorsed will be there showing off their stuff. And then a lot of their, I mean, if you want to meet rock stars, that's where you go.
Is that NAM? Is it once a year?
I think, yeah. NAM. It's in LA. Now I would have a all access pass to NAM, have my own booth to sell my symbols at NAM. Problem is I have to pay for lodging and transportation.
Damn.
And they have a recording studio at the symbol place for me to record my own demo videos with my symbols, and it's free for me to do it. I could even bring my whole band to do it.
Hell yeah.
But of course, transportation to get there. And
so the band's still together?
No.
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 Dang.
No.
So it's just, nobody's doing anything.
Nothing to know of.
Dang.
The last show we played was about 3-4 years ago. It was that Indianapolis show we did.
Oh, I remember that.
The theater.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It was one of our biggest ones. And then everybody was like, I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm like, are you serious?
You got that far?
Well, here's the thing. Look, I'm not going to name names because but there's a couple of the members in the band, and they just one of them kind of didn't want to do, like, he didn't care to be famous or anything like that. The other one, he is a professional writer for sports reviews and stuff.
Oh,
like that. He writes like online magazines. So during like football season, baseball season, basketball season, he's typing like 60 pages a day or more.
Wow, that's actually impressive.
So yeah, you know, he actually gets carpal tunnel issues, and he's a guitar player, so he has a lot of problems with that.
That sucks.
Yeah, so you know, and he kept saying over and over again, man, I did this for 15 years. I'm just tired of playing dive bars and all this. And I was like, I get it. Dude. But when you start a band, you start all over.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, dude, I've done been on the radio all over. I've been on the radio in Champaign. I've been on the radio in Danville. I've been on the radio in LA.
Dang.
I've been on TV. I mean, I've done all this stuff. I've opened for people I never thought that I'd be able to open for ever. I mean, I've opened for members of Guns N' Roses. I've opened for Rat. Enough's Enough. I've opened for the Bullet Boys.
Wow.
I've opened for Rammstein.
What?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
In LA.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's a group of people I would really love to meet.
They're interesting.
I bet.
They were on the same bill with Hansel and Gretel. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
Yeah.
So
that's a heavy metal band, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're German too.
Yeah.
But we opened for them too. And it's like, I've done all this too. But I know when you start out new. You don't have a following. You got to start from the ground up.
And I can see where it's a little frustrating doing the dive bar thing if you're just solely focused on this is where I want to be.
Right.
But I mean,
our last show was a theater show.
That's insane.
In downtown Indy.
Yeah.
And there were people that drove from Louisville, Kentucky to watch us play for 20 minutes.
Wow.
We played for 20 minutes.
Dang.
Because we were on a big bill. We had a bunch of other bands.
Wow. Was it one of those 20 band deals?
No.
Okay.
So it was 2 headliners. They were both really good too. They were both pop punk bands from, one of them was from like the north towns up north of Detroit.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Real Richie towns up there. One of them was from there. And then the other one was from Florida. Okay. And we outsold everybody.
Wow.
The way they did it was they took the local bands, which we were considered local because we're based out of Indy.
Oh, okay.
Even though we were all over the place and we practiced in Rossville. But we were all over the place, but we were based out of Indy. And so we got a local gig. Okay. Technically local, but whatever. And he sent us out tickets everybody, to all the bands. Okay. And he said, the promoter said, whoever sells the most tickets gets to open direct support.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then second, and then third, and fourth, and fifth. So if you are the least amount selling, you're the first band up. You're the one that everybody's still moseying on in the theater.
Yeah.
And getting their drinks or whatever, you know. You're the second one, it's a little bit better spot. Third one, that's a pretty good spot. Fourth is best.
Yeah.
Fifth is best, you know. Well, we sold the most out of everybody, even the headliners. We sold more than headliners. We had people come from Westville, Danville, Champaign, Louisville, Kentucky,
now,
Indy.
When you sold the tickets, did you have to I'm assuming it's kind of like a door-to-door call who you know type of deal?
No, I just put the posts out on Facebook, and I had I set up a Doubt Me Now account on Cash App.
Oh, okay.
Which that's my personal card now.
Oh shit!
That's what I use. That's my personal.
That's hilarious.
It's
the business card I set up for the wood shop. I now just use like a debit.
My wife sends me money every week for the road.
It's handy
on it. Yeah. But they sent us the digital tickets.
Oh, okay.
So basically, what I would do is it's a whole list, right? So I had to keep track of, well, this is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And every time I sold one, I kind of had to remember and take a note. Like, I already sold that ticket, so I can't resell it.
Oh, shit.
Because when they show up, they use their phone to scan the thing to get in. So, but we sold all of our tickets, dude.
Wow.
And I think we had one left. We got the prime spot. Of course, we should have had the headlining spot because we sold more than the headliners even. Yeah. But, and they were both really, really good too, but we sold more than them. And not to gloat or anything, I'm just saying, we sold more than them. And there was a band that came from Carmel or Anderson, and they're really good. It was just, I think it was like 2 dudes.
Really?
A drummer and a guitar player singer, but they also used computer. They had backing tracks and stuff like that.
That's insane.
And they were sick.
Wow.
But they were right behind us.
Okay.
So they were more local than us, even though they were Anderson. They were more local than us. And they've been playing big churches, different things like that. They weren't necessarily a Christian band, but they were playing big festivals. I mean, they were really, really good. But they brought their lights in, even though this theater already had lights.
They brought their own lights?
They brought huge trusses with like, have you seen those videos?
Oh yeah.
The video of us on that stage? Those are their lights. And they were controlling the lights from behind the stage right next to me. I remember one time after one song, I'm like, hey, this is the one everybody's requested. I said, go crazy with the lights. He's like, all right. And then you start seeing a stroke because he was standing right next to me.
And he didn't charge nobody for that?
No.
That's sick.
They were just doing it. But this is what we told him before. I was like, you know what? I walked up to him. I was like, look, I talked to the band. And I'm like, okay. I was like, and we all agreed you guys busted your butt bringing all those lights in and everything. So you guys can have our spot. We'll take your spot.
That's awesome.
But it was a bad deal.
Oh.
Shouldn't have done it.
Crap.
Because it kind of screwed them.
It screwed them?
Dude, as soon as we got done playing, 3/4 of the people left.
Oh, no.
It felt so bad.
That's bad. Well, I mean, that's not your fault.
No. But that's another name of the game when you're playing shows, dude. I don't know how many times I've showed up. We've showed up to playing back in the day, showed up to a gig with some bands. We're from, like, when we were from out of town, we'd hire a local band to open for us. How many times you're sitting back like, man, this place is packed. It's going to be a great show. Because the more people, the more pumped you get. Yeah. And it's easier to play because you're just ripping. I mean, especially for me, it's a lot of energy playing drums.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just ripping, But I'm thinking that's going to happen. You get up there, half the bar leaves.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a rough business, dude.
Oh, I bet.
It's real rough.
I bet. I got the backstage experience growing up. My mom, she was promiscuous in her younger years, so it was up in the air who my father was. Oh. And she had pegged Kenneth J. Lacey from Static X, the drummer.
Oh. I know him.
Yes.
I've played on his drums.
Me too. Actually, yeah. Same with a Lamb of God, Godhead.
They were at DSP.
Really?
Recording studio in Tilton.
No kidding.
Yeah, and I was in a band back in 2000. 11
Wow.
called Full On Pain.
Wow.
It was a band I completely built from the ground up.
No kidding.
And we recorded this song called Repetitive Cries. It was a metal band, like a thrash metal band, but wasn't screaming. It was the girl was singing. Somebody said it sounded like what's her name? She's a famous actress. She was in she played Catwoman.
Oh.
Or no, yeah, Catwoman in one of the movies. Not Michelle Pfeiffer. It's the other one.
I remember Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Really?
So apparently she's in a band, or she was in like a metal band, or something like that.
I wouldn't expect that.
I think, but we got compared to them.
That's awesome.
I had some heavy hitters. We had some heavy hitters in the band. I built that band from the ground up. I named the band and everything. It was called Full On Pain. And it's funny how that happened. I was working at Vermilion Chevrolet as a tech. And I had been thinking, well, band name, trying to come up with a band name. Sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
To come up with something that's catchy, something that's good, that's not taken, and doesn't sound ridiculous. I was walking around one of the trucks and their hitch. I smacked my leg on the hitch.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, damn, that's some full on pain. And I'm like, oh, that's it. You could be full on pain if you are in pain a lot. Like if you're getting hurt physically or mentally, you could be full on it. Or it could just be some full-on pain, And I'm like, that's it. That's it.
That's pretty cool. There's a double. What do they call it? A double entendre. There. It has a double meaning. That's pretty cool.
But we recorded at DSP, and I recorded on the drummer from Static X.
No kidding.
For that song.
Wow.
And then I don't know if you know who Jake Surt is.
No.
Okay. He's a local from the Oakwood area.
Okay.
Okay. Big band promoter.
He's still out there to this day?
I think he lives in Oakwood still.
Okay.
But he is, you ever heard of Soil? The band Soil? They're famous. They're heavy.
From the 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
It sounds
Soil.
familiar.
He's their tour manager.
Okay.
Still. He's best friends with the singer from, what's the name? Seven Dust.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's best friends with the singers. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I've
met those guys.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
This guy, Jake, he's one of the nicest dudes. He's like the coolest dude.
Heck yeah.
I mean, he's got his feet in a lot of, like, the music business, for sure. Like, he's
in it.
Yeah.
He's all about music.
He rides in the tour bus with them. They tour the country,
That's
the world.
dedication.
I think he just went to Europe or something recently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's big.
Wow.
Well, he used to have a show on 94.9 called Loud and Local back in 2011, where once a month on Sunday, like the first Sunday of the month, they would play a mixture of different songs, but they put in about 2 or 3 local acts.
Oh.
So I got us, the band Full On Pain, on Loud and Local.
Heck yeah.
And they played us that week. And then the next Loud and Local, the following month, I didn't ask them. Played us again. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then one day I was going out to the car because one of my wife, like adopted type sister, whatever, not really adopted, but she called her sister. She was like a friend.
I gotcha.
She was over. I was like, oh, you got to hear my new band. And she's like, really? I was like, yeah, you got to listen to it in the car because it just sounds better in the car. She's like, all right. So we go out to the car. I turn on the car before I can even hit play. Our song's playing on the radio, and it's just a
That's wild.
Thursday afternoon. So
they had no idea they were going to continue playing it. That's awesome.
No, 94.9 had actually started to put us in regular rotation.
Wow,
is what what happened there.
You didn't have to pay for any.
No.
That's awesome.
No. So it started out Loud and Local, but then they started playing us just randomly, like the radio station did.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, that's really.
Somebody there must have liked the song, or.
Well, I'm friends with a lot of those people too.
Okay.
Like I'm friends with Rick Omenson. You know who he is?
No.
He was I don't know if he's still working for 94.9. I think he might be, but he's a radio DJ there.
Okay.
Levi Omenson?
The last name sounds familiar.
Omi?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's gotten pretty big too. He's one of my buddies too. But
wow.
He actually started Doubt Me Now.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah. And then he left. He quit. And then we got Luke, which was Mike's brother, to come and play and sing. And Omi went to be with a big band. gosh, I can't remember the name of the band. My brain. But they did rock. They did like the Blue Ridge rock thing. They're real big. They've been out to LA recently too.
Oh.
He just recently won like Writer of the Year or something, Songwriter of the Year or something.
Wow.
And he DJs too. He does karaoke for Julie's.
Oh, really?
In Westville every
Wow.
Wednesday evening. But he does movies and stuff. Like he does commercials for different things, and he'll do wedding videos.
That's awesome.
DJ, but he just got done working a film down in Kentucky, down by Elizabethtown.
Okay.
With the guy that plays Hector in Fast Furious.
Really?
Yeah, he just got off of a set with him over the summer.
That's wild. See, that's what I would love to get into, and I was hoping that the social media would get me there. I've had a few big companies like Haynes and Echo Vision. There's quite a few of them that I thought was going to take off.
Yeah,
but it's just not. I'm not there yet, you know.
But yeah, he actually was his manager for a while, Omi's manager, and he made him a music video. And he's like, he was a solo artist at the time. He didn't have a band. He was just a solo artist, but he paid people to write music for him, and then he'd record it in studio, and then, you know, so whenever he'd go to a live performance, he'd just have backing tracks and sing, you know, to his stuff. But he wanted to do a music video with actual musicians. And Scott asked me, he's like, hey, do you want to, you know, pretend to play drums? Because that's all you're doing with a music video, because they don't use the audio.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? You know, whatever. So we go to Omi's out by Turkey Run.
Wow.
And Scott sets up his big green screen on the back wall. And they do shots of me. And I had to learn the song. I'm like, I need you to like.
Oh, so it didn't look like you were just back there throwing
right.
arms.
I need to know the beat. I need to know where the changes are, so it actually looks like I'm playing it. And they're like, okay, so I did it, you know. And Mike, the rhythm guitarist and one of the singers from Doubt Me Now was there, also, as the fake guitar player. So we're, you know, but I had to actually kind of learn the song to do it, to make it look real.
Yeah,
you know,
convincing.
And so we get through it, and then I go, you know, Scott threw me, you know, like, I don't know, a few bucks. It's something fun to do. So I went home, and a couple days later, Levi Omi messaged me. He's like, hey, dude. He's like, that guy that was there, Mike. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, he wants to start a band. I'm like, he's like, I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. He goes, he's seen how quick you picked up that song. And he's like,
oh, wow.
The dude's, he's kept, you know, talking about how good I was. I think I'm okay. Whatever. Steak and potatoes.
Yeah.
There's so many people that are way better, but.
Oh, there's always going to be, but I mean, that type of talent is far and few between from what I've seen.
But I'm like, okay, we'll give it a shot. So we met back up there, and it was just me, Mike, and Omi. And then I'm like, you know, I know a guy. I said, my first band, the very first one, I was like 18 or 19 years old. I was in a band. It's so crazy how that happened too, dude. It's also where I got my stage name.
Oh, wow.
Everybody called me Drummer Bob.
Yeah.
It's not really a stage name because it's not different. It's my name, but I'm a drummer. But
yeah,
the way it is. But so years ago, I don't know if I should get into all those juicy details. So my dad passed away when I was 16. We had just gotten a new double wide put on the property a month. We had just moved into it a month before, and then he died. So we lost it. Well, I was just kind of all over the place, staying with cousins and stuff. Well, my mom and me, we ended up moving in with my brother in Georgetown. And I was so sick and tired of playing in the bedroom to the radio, because that's all I did. Yeah. You know, from as long as I can remember. I mean, really little, as long as I can remember, before I started kindergarten even.
Wow.
Yeah. I just played to the radio, you know.
Wow.
And I got tired of it. I wanted to actually play with real musicians. So I got sick of it. And I was 18, and I put out a flyer. I made a flyer on the computer, on my brother's computer, and I print out like 100 flyers. And I drove from Hoopeston all the way to Georgetown, and I just put them up in every gas station and
plastered them everywhere.
Everywhere I could. I just put them in. I got one phone call. One phone call.
Wow.
And I put all the different genres I can play, you know.
Yeah.
And even at 18, I could play a lot because I had a lot of experience playing different genres. So I get a phone call, and this guy's like, "Is this drummer Bob?" I said, "Yeah," because I said, "Call drummer Bob Jones."
That's hilarious.
And the guy just like, "Is this drummer Bob?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "We're a 311 tribute band."
Whoa.
And I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "Have you ever heard of 311?" I said, "No, I hadn't."
What?
No, I hadn't.
Wow.
But I was like, "What kind of music is it?" They're like, it's kind of like Rasta, kind of, but Jamaican, but kind of like rockin'. It's just, and it's like, I was like, "Yeah, I'll try it, whatever." So I went over there, I tried out. And they're like, "You got some chops, man." I'm like,
Heck yeah.
Okay. And so we went back, and then we ended up not doing the 311 thing, but then started just doing metal. But we didn't. That's where I learned how to play double bass.
Oh yeah.
I never had a double bass pedal.
Yeah.
I took 6 months off from doing that, and I went to Lexington, Kentucky with my brother because he owned a tree service, and I worked for him so I could buy a couple more cymbal stands, some more cymbals, and a double bass pedal.
Heck yeah.
And I get it back there, and because they wanted to do Metallica and stuff.
Oh yeah, you definitely need a double kick.
Yeah. So I hooked it up, and first time it was like I could get the kind of almost the triples down, but not quite. By the third time I had it.
Wow.
I had it down. I didn't think I could do it, but I had it down. But so we did that. We never played out anywhere or anything like that. And then I met this girl and moved away to Paris, got a job, and quit doing music. And then that went to crap. So I came back home, and my sister worked at Pizza Hut on South Gilbert. She was the manager. And she's like, "One of my drivers is actually a guitarist.
Wow.
Do you want me to see if he wants to, you know?" Well, they were kind of established. The band was kind of established. It was called Vengeance. And I went and met them and jammed out with them, and come to find out my older cousin used to be the drummer. Yeah.
Small world.
Yeah.
It's a tiny world, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So they're like, you know, that kind of went for a while. And then we just kind of went into it, you know, and after 2 years of playing in their little cramped bedroom, and I mean, it was a room like this size.
A whole band? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. 4 people with a wraparound drum set
Yeah.
in a room like this.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. But we made it work. We did it for 2 years, and I looked at the singer, and I'm like, "Dude, if we don't play a show soon, I'm going to go nuts." Because I said, we've got the songs down, I think. Been practicing every week for 2 years straight. I was like, "We got this."
You're ready.
So we booked our first show, and we played. It wasn't that bad, you know.
Where'd you play?
We played at Josephine's in Georgia.
Josephine's. Wow.
First show.
Well, I haven't been there in a long time.
Well, she tried to renegotiate. She always does. I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
I bet you run into that a lot, though, you know.
Well, no, not really.
Really?
I mean, sometimes, but a lot of times it's that's a good thing about contracts, having somebody to manage you. Contracts, because if they back out at the last
it's on the contract,
they still pay you.
Good.
You can back out, you got to pay them.
That's awesome.
You know.
Oh well, that's not awesome.
Yeah, that's not.
It's awesome that they are.
So you get sick, you get the flu, you get the stomach bug.
Oh man,
you're still playing.
Well, that would suck because here recently I've had like this chest cough for like a month.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine being on a contract and you're screwed unless you want to put out a raspy album.
Well, I played a show real sick. Oh my God, I was so sick.
That's got to be miserable.
I've done it a couple times.
That has to be miserable.
I played a show with a broken right collarbone.
Oh.
I played a show with a broken pinky. That wasn't fun. I had to tape my
Yeah.
I started like
That's
flopping
good.
around
Yeah.
because my right hand is the fastest one, you know. The one I use for all the other stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're right-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, we played a few. You know, we started really getting traction, and we started playing pretty much a show we could get. We didn't care.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of benefits.
Oh really?
Yeah, we did a lot of benefits
For free or
yeah.
pro bono? Yeah.
Benefits. Yeah.
That's good. It's good reputation. You know?
Well, we just like to play.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. See, that's the type of people that deserve to play.
And I don't know how it happened, but we got a message from a company out of Boston, Massachusetts called Zoo Music Records.
Huh.
It was an indie label. And then they're like, you send us $200 and you can be on our label. Because that's how indie labels are. You pay them. And you pay for everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's not a major label. Major labels, and that's a different.
Yeah.
We'll get into that for sure. That's one of the things that we were talking about on the phone earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... but indie labels pay for everything.
Wow.
So, but they got us some good shows.
Mm.
We got signed in February 2007, and by June of 2008, we were playing in LA.
Dang. How old were you?
I was 25
In 2007?
in 2008. Yeah, yeah. I was 24 in 2007.
I made the mistake of thinking we were the same age.
How old are you?
I just turned 37.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm 42.
You got that baby face. That's what's going on.
Everybody says that, dude. Everybody says that. They say it about Mokia too. Nobody can believe how old Mokia is.
Yeah, my wife, when I unfortunately, I don't have a baby face. I have the opposite. So when I go into public with my wife, she's like, your wife, she looks younger. Oh, you know, how old's your daughter? It's like, oh. She's in her 30s and I've put babies in her. They get a real awkward face. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, my wife, she looks really young.
Yeah.
And when her and our oldest boy go to the store or whatever,
Brother, sister.
that's what they think.
Yeah.
And there has been times where he has ran into friends out in public with her,
No.
and they thought that he was her brother, and they would hit on her.
Oh no.
Like they went to Burger King or something over by Walmart, and one of his friends was there, and I guess the friends were back there talking like,
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I've had to deal with that with the high school boys around.
My wife's always like, Asian don't raisin. I'm like, whatever, man.
I don't know what I got, but it definitely raisins.
But no, everybody has said that. I've looked
funny.
younger than I am, and but yeah, we played out there, and that was an experience, man. I mean, I beat myself up about it for so many years.
Really?
You know, we got invited to go back out the following year
Man,
and open for Ozzy and Kelly as direct support,
bro.
but we couldn't.
Why?
Because we didn't have the money. Because, you know, to play for 20 minutes on the Whiskey A Go-Go stage, and this is without instrument rental or anything, you got to rent your instruments. 'Cause, I mean, you can take your guitar and your amp on board to playing, but you got to pay for all the extra packages.
Ooh,
I'm not going to do that with a drum
No.
set. You know how expensive that would be?
that'd be ridiculous.
That's $50 a drum.
No thanks.
Yeah.
And then somebody has to handle it.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah. So we had to rent, and I got into an argument with Tommy Lee.
Oh, he seems like the type of guy to get an argument
he
with.
was.
He seems like a bear.
They were recording Saints of Los Angeles at the time at the Capitol Records, and we were right next door at SIR Rentals, which is where all the, like, every time you watch a music thing where they're like rehearsing for a tour and you see the rooms are black.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? The walls are black and stages. They got like their own rehearsal spot with the stage and everything.
Yeah.
That's SIR.
Huh.
So I rented a drum set from there. But 20 minutes at the Whiskey A Go-Go is $900, and that was back in 2008.
Oh, I can imagine now.
Yeah, they give you enough tickets to cover it, but dude, you're a brand new band. Everybody's been like, you hear that Chili Pepper song, Californication.
Yeah.
If you listen to that song, they've got Hollywood to a T.
Yes, they do.
So true. Everybody's been there, and I don't mean on vacation. And you know, it's one of their things, and it's true. So you've got this band from the Midwest and everybody's there, you know, trying to do the same thing you're doing. And they, you know, it's almost so it's so difficult to
It's
sell.
oversaturated.
It's so difficult to sell tickets. We end up giving them away.
Wow.
To get people there. And we
No
end up giving them
kidding.
away. Yeah. They give you enough tickets to make your money back, and then you can go back and get more tickets to make a profit. But it's ridiculously hard. It's so hard.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
But we played it and we did it. And it was cool. It was a cool experience.
I bet.
I dropped my drumstick in the middle of the song. That's
Really?
it. Yeah.
Well,
And I didn't have a pouch. So I had to, and my stupid self didn't unwrap them first. So I had to, like, one hand with my left hand while I'm trying to finagle to get the stick out. But I made it quick. It made it, I mean, it's on YouTube. The video is on YouTube of it. But yeah, it's really expensive. So the drum set was $500 a day. And you got to put another $500 down on top of it. And you get that the other 500 back when you return it.
But still.
But I got into it with Tommy Lee because I rented, I picked out my set. It was a pearl set. It was really nice. Picked all the cymbals out because it was just like sick, dude. Just aisles of things. You're just like, okay, I want that. I want that.
That'd be amazing.
I want that and that. You know, put this together. And just, yeah. Well, I found these DW 9000s. The double bass pedals is what I wanted. That's what I wanted to use. And I get to the checkout counter and the phone rings. The guy's picking up. He's doing all my paperwork and everything. I'm standing there with the band and no kids. She went with us the first trip.
I bet that was fun.
Yeah, it was crazy. But we're standing there and the guy's on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, it's going out right now. It's getting ready to go out right now." And he's like, "No," I hear him say, "No, this last one, it's going out. It's going out." And then the guy looks at me. He's like, "Hey, I got a guy on the phone that's want to know if you can pick something else and he can get this because he needs it now." And I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, he wants it and he needs it." And I was like, "Are there any more of these?" He goes, "No, this is the last one of these." And I'm like, "This is what I want, though." And he's like, "Yeah, but he really needs it and he wants it." And I'm like, "No." I was like, "I want it." He's like, he goes, "It's up to you."
First come, first serve.
Yeah, that's what he said. He goes, "It's up to you. I mean, it's whatever." And then he took the phone. He's like, "Yeah, no, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it." You know, he's talking on the phone and he's like, "Oh, okay." And he hands me the phone. I'm like, "What the hell?"
That's
I got the
awkward.
phone, and I'm like, "Hello," and he goes, "Hello." He goes, "You know who this is?" I said, "No." He goes, "It's Tommy." I was like, "Okay, Tommy Lee." And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You know, Tommy Lee." I was like, "Yeah, I know who you are, dude."
Trying to pull that fame card.
Yeah. And he's like, "Dude," he goes, "I really need that pedal." He goes, "We're up here at Capitol, right next door. I mean, like really right there, right next door.
Yeah.
The big tower that you see in like Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
That's Capitol Records." He's like, "It's right here. I'm right here. We're recording Saints of Los Angeles." And he goes, "My pedal broke and I really, really need it."
Oh, no.
Yeah. He was like, "I need it now because we're getting charged so much for this."
Oh, no.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I get it. I understand." I was like, "But dude, you're rich."
Yeah.
And I was like, "There's a Guitar Center, a real famous one, right? Like 2 blocks away." I was like, "Go buy you one.
No kidding.
Go buy one."
Why wouldn't he do that?
I don't know. But then he started getting real mad. He's like, "You know who this is." And I'm like, "What? Yeah, I know who it is. You already told me, you know." He's like, "I'm going to come down there. I'm going to kick your ass." I'm like, "Dude."
That would be the funnest thing ever for me.
I was like, "No, dude." I was like, I don't care. I was like, "I'm taking it." And then I gave him the phone back and he hung it up. And I looked at the band and I'm like, "We got to go." And he's like, "Why?" I was like, "Because Motley Crue's about to come and beat us all up." And he's like, "What?" They were like, "What?" Because they know.
What did you do?
They grew up in the 80s more than I did.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born in 83, but they were through, you know, the band was all older than me. The rest, I was the youngest one of the band, like 10 years.
Wow.
So they knew how wild they were.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, they're recording Saints of Los Angeles and Tommy Lee just threatened to beat me up." I was like, "We got to go." So we hightailed it out of there.
That's awesome. Dang. See, I'm the type of guy I would have stuck around to receive the ass whooping just to have the story. Like, yeah, Tommy Lee tossed me one out in the parking lot.
I could have done it and then sued him. I'm like, well, there's our recording time at Capitol Records.
No kidding, paid.
Yeah.
Dang.
And then give him the pedal afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. That pedal cost you about $10 million.
Right. You deserve it. It's yours, buddy.
But no, you know, I never met him. I never met him or any of those other guys, but I met some big people out there. Now.
Hell yeah, I bet.
It's so crazy how much the Chili Pepper song is like that. Like there's this one line in that song that's teenage bride with a baby inside getting high on information.
Mm-hmm.
There was, when we went back out there the second time, because we played the Key Club the second time, and there was this lady and she was there every night, but she wasn't like going to the show. She's just hanging out in the parking lot with everybody, talking, giving you the down low on this guy and this guy and this guy.
She had the skinny.
Yeah, she was skinny. Yeah, she was.
Yeah,
she was. Pretty sure she, you know, I don't know. I think she was probably on drugs.
Yeah,
but she knew everybody's business.
Heck yeah.
And I was like, she was the fly on the wall at every place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was there every night telling you about everything, you know? So, I mean, it's like, there's so many things about that song in particular that really hit.
Yeah.
Like everything is fake, dude.
Oh,
everything's fake. So, dude, they made us feel like massive rock stars.
Yeah.
And it was like the whole town was in on it.
That's got to feel weird.
I ate pizza with Matt Sorum.
I'm not sure who that is.
The drummer from Guns N' Roses.
Oh, okay.
Velvet Revolver.
Okay.
But he did have my back. See, we hung out at the Rainbow every night.
Oh.
Because that's the place to be. Is the bar, the Rainbow Bar and Grill.
I hear a lot
that's
of it.
That's where Lemmy used to hang out. They
Right.
got a statue of him there.
Okay.
Lemmy Kilmister. But that's where, like, all the big rock stars. Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah.
Music video. Where they're sitting in the booth.
Yeah.
In the red booth. That's Rainbow.
No kidding.
Yeah. We met so many famous people there.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to go to the Rainbow. I hear a lot about it just on like Kill Tony.
We got drunk with Christina Aguilera there.
That'd be cool. She seems like a fun girl.
Yeah, she was very stuck up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Most of like the big band people that I've ever met were pretty chill. But some of them are like, you know, we're better than you.
Oh yeah. So you can't let it go to your head.
No,
man.
that's the thing, you know, and that's in the world that I live in on a daily basis. You see it go to a lot of people's heads, and especially you'll get like 10,000 followers overnight, and they're like, "Oh, I'm famous. I don't need to work again. You're all peons to me." It's like, no, you can't do that.
Mm-mm.
Now I see a lot of people. One of them, his name was Cash. Well, I won't say the last one part of it, but Cash crashed hard. He crashed real hard. The money he's making like 30 grand a night doing lives, and he crashed real hard, started treating people like real terribly and
That's
really
probably
demeaning
why.
women. He
You
really
can't do
showed his true colors.
You can't do that. See, you can't act better than other people.
No.
You know, and I'm honestly, I can't really say much because I'm kind of guilty. And the only reason why is because I always find myself when I'm out and talking about Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, that was the pinnacle, dude, for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, not a lot of
You know
people
what I mean?
get
It
to
was
experience
really
that.
close, like, got really close to my dream, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we almost made it happen.
Damn.
Like,
That's giving me goosebumps.
because we went back out there another time. Dude, we played out there 4 times. When we went out there, we did 3 trips.
Dang.
There was this guy named Vic at the Rainbow, okay? Heavier set, curly-haired dude. We seen him every time the first trip. We never seen him after that. But the first trip, we were out there for 2 weeks. We played
Dang.
2 shows the first trip. But we went to the Rainbow every night to mingle and try to get rid of tickets and, you know, try to get in, rub elbows with everybody.
Yeah.
You know? But there's one guy, like, we just pick random people and hang out with them. Even if they weren't famous or anything like that.
Yeah.
But because you can learn a lot about people that live there, you know, because they know about the shit.
That'd be weird to, you know, cut it up with the locals. That'd be strange. That'd be really weird.
But we could not, his name was Victor or whatever, but we called him Vic. And I swear, you remember those rockumentaries they used to have on VH1?
Oh yeah.
I swear we've seen him on one of those rockumentaries.
Are you serious?
Yes. Like I don't know his last name.
Older guy?
Yeah, he was an older guy. Heavier set, curly hair. I swear we've seen him. Like I know for a fact. I don't know who he is, but I know for a fact he's deep in the music somewhere. Might even like be a manager of some famous band or something. I don't know. But we talked to him every night first trip out. And he used to tell, he tells one thing he told me or told us all stuck in my head like glue. Okay. And this was, he said, if you don't get called back here within a month after leaving, you'll never be back.
Whoa.
That's what he said. And then that, we went home. We were there for a couple weeks.
That would have been a horrible month.
We went home. We got home on July 3rd after playing our 2 shows. And, 1 week goes by. No calls.
Oh, man.
I called my singer. Hey, you hear anything? Nope. Called him the second week. Hear anything? Nope. Third week. Hear anything? Nope. I was like, well.
That's it.
1 month. To the day.
Dude.
Not the last day we played. To the day that we flew out.
That's wild.
Because the last 2 or 3 days, we didn't hang out in LA. We had to go back up to Redding to get the other band members' kids because they were up at their family members up in Redding, California.
Oh, wow.
So we drove 10 hours north and then flew out from San Jose. So it wasn't 1 month it wasn't 1 month from us playing our last show.
Right.
It was a month to the day of us flying home.
That's kind of weird.
We get a phone call. This guy's like, hey, you guys were down here last month playing. I'm like, yeah. You want to come back and play the very first Hollywood rock convention? Like, these are all the bands that are on the bills. It's a week-long event. You get free tickets to every show. So you just play once and you get free tickets to every show.
That's awesome.
And at the end of the week, in the morning, on the last day, there's going to be a debate with signed bands, a mixture of signed bands and unsigned bands, mixed with indie labels and major labels. And you all can debate and talk about business and
awesome.
Why they sign, how they get signed, what these A&R reps look for when they're signing big bands, stuff like that.
Wow.
And we're like, hell yeah, let's go.
Sign me up.
Let's go. So went back down there, stayed for another 2 weeks. We get down there, get our hotel. Oh my gosh. That was a nightmare when we first got in.
Really?
We flew out from Indy at 2 a.m. Flew into LAX. It was 11 in the morning.
Wow.
Or something like that. Or we had to be at the airport at 2 or 3 in the morning. We got into LA at 11. Okay. We get our car at the airport that we rented. And dude, it was, we had me, 5, 6 people in this compact car.
No.
With guitars. And I brought my snare and my sticks. Because we were playing a house kit. But I wanted to use my snare, my sticks, and my cymbals. We get to the hotel. It was on Hollywood Boulevard. And we watched the doofus book our hotel room out right in front of us.
No.
Yeah. And that was the week the BET Awards were going on, the Teen Choice Awards were going on, the MTV Music Award, all the big award shows were going on that weekend.
So there's nowhere else to go?
No.
You didn't sleep in the car, did you?
We drove around for 12 hours in the hot California sun, packed into a car after having jet lag, being up all night the night before. All I wanted was a hot plate of food, a shower, and sleep. That's it. That is it. We drive down La Brea Avenue, and we find this hotel.
Oh, man.
This is a hotel that you can rent for the hour.
Oh, one of them.
It was in a complex called the Starlight Complex, the Starlight Hotel. It's actually in the movie Cars.
Yeah. I was gonna say, that's funny. I'm sure that was much better looking in the movie.
It was before Cars came out. It wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. The rooms were decent. There we got a 2-bedroom because we told them, we're like, look, we ain't got the money to split up. We had our hotels booked, but we got to wait for that money to come back on the card now.
After driving in the car, you're willing to sleep in the tub.
So they let us. What we did, they let us all stay in. Of course, the singer and his wife, which was the bass player, they slept in a bed every night. But me and a couple of the other members would rotate the other bed. So one would sleep head to foot one night, one of them would sleep on the floor, and then the other person that was on the floor would be up in there, and then we just rotated it every night. But it worked.
Fuck.
And we had to make ramen noodles. That was fun. Cook grilled cheese with an ironing board.
Heck yeah.
It worked.
Heck yeah.
We lived on the edge there.
That's wild.
But that was a trip. That was a trip, man. And we went there the next day after that to get our tickets, and then they presented us with shirts. So we had T-shirts. It said Hollywood Rock Convention.
Heck yeah.
It had a list of all the bands, including us, on there.
That's awesome. You still got the shirt?
No. This was so long ago.
Damn.
I wore that thing out.
Oh, okay.
But I remember driving down Sunset Strip, going west, and you look at the side of the Key Club. It's not called the Key Club no more, but it's something else. But it's this big building. You see the side of it. It's a humongous billboard, right? And our name's right on it.
That's awesome.
Oh my God, that's sick.
Damn.
That's sick. So we played that. That was the one with Rammstein and Enough's Enough and the Bolt Boys. We come back. We come back home. And we get a phone call 2 weeks later from the same promoter, from that promoter. He's like, you want to come out and open for Rat? It was when Stephen Percy had just rejoined the band. I'm like, yeah, sure. So we went back down. Now, let me tell you this, though. That first trip, we played the Whiskey A Go Go, and then we played the Cat Club, which was owned by Slim Jim, the drummer from the Stray Cats. And we opened for a band. I don't know if you're going to have to bleep this, maybe. I don't know. But the band name was actually called the Starfuckers.
Oh.
And basically what it was it's a group of rock stars, like legit rock stars. And they switch out singers and guitar players and drummers and stuff every week. They just and they play all their songs, like covers of all their songs. The week that we did it, it was Tom and Clefitos, the drummer from Rob Zombie and also from Black Sabbath.
Oh.
And then it was Dizzy Reed from Guns N' Roses playing keys and singing.
Wow.
And then it was Eric Dover from Slash's Snake Pit album.
What the heck?
And then one of the Ramones was singing and playing bass.
I would have killed for that.
And the Cat Club was really cool, the way their stage was set up. So, Danville, right?
Yeah.
Downtown. How you got the storefronts and it's glass, and some of them kind of protrude out.
Yeah.
That's where the stage was at.
That's sick.
So my back would have been facing Sunset Strip.
Oh.
After that show, this guy comes up, the ticket taker guy. He's like, hey, I need your guys' contact info. I can't tell you why or for who, but I need it. He goes, I just need you to trust me.
Oh, shit.
We're like, okay. And then that's when we got a phone call a month later to the
Wow.
Yeah. So we went back out and we played for that guy. And then this is crazy because we had people come from the Whiskey. They took their lunch break. Like the guards and stuff, the security guards took their lunch break and walked a mile to the Key Club to watch us play on the
Damn.
lunch break. And then 2 weeks later, we went out and we opened for Rat. And we played at a place called the Knitting Factory. I know it's a weird place.
I've heard about that.
You walk in. Okay, so you walk in the door, you walk down this hallway, and then you turn right. And there's the bar, and there's a mid-stage right there, like middle size. There's 3 stages in this place.
What?
Yeah. So you got a mid-sized stage over here. And then if you keep walking this way, you'll go through some double doors, and there's the big stage.
Oh, wow.
But right in front of the mid stage on the other side of the room, there's double doors, and that goes into the small stage. Okay. And small stage was a lot cheaper than the big stage. I think the small stage was $600 for 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
Yeah. Or half an hour or something like that.
That's wild.
Big stage was a couple thousand, like
20 minutes just getting warmed up, ain't it?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But we got the small stage, and we went in there and we played. And we had ran into this other band that was playing on the mid stage, and they were like locals, dude. We kept running into them. They were cool dudes. They played like hardcore metal, not really our cup of tea, but that's what they played. And they dressed up, like one of them dressed up like a female nurse that was all beat up and stuff.
That's hilarious.
It was weird.
I love those concerts when they do that.
But they were cool. They were real cool dudes. They were locals, and they played on the mid stage while we played the small stage. And then there was a up and coming band that was actually getting pretty big around 2008 called the Bangkok Five. And they were playing on the big stage at the same time we were playing.
Wow, you had all three of those going at the same time?
At the same time.
Wow, that's awesome.
So I'm like, okay, so we've got two bands that are pretty big around here, and we're in this little kind of hidden area. People would walk in, go back out. Walk in, stay. Come in, go back out. Come in and stay. By the end of the night, by the end of our show, it was standing room only.
Oh, wow.
They were at Fire Code in our small room. And then after our show, we went over to watch Rat on the big stage. And we watched them play. And then Joe, my brain is the promoter. He's like, hey, you guys want to go meet Steve in person? We're like, yeah, let's go.
Wow.
So we went backstage to meet Steven. And while we're there, Dizzy Reed from Guns N' Roses comes walking back. And I was like, oh, what's up, dude? It's been a minute. He's like, yeah. He goes, I was like, how's it going? He's like, not too bad. Because we opened for them first, and then we played the Whiskey, and then we played the Key Club, and then we played there. And he's like, I was like, it's crazy, And I was like, we haven't seen you since June. By then it was like late September.
Wow.
And he's like, yeah, he goes, but I've seen you guys every time. I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, I've been at all of your shows since you opened for us. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I like you guys. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah.
That's a compliment.
I was like, I've never seen you at any of the shows. I didn't see you at the Key Club show. I didn't see you at the Whiskey show. I didn't see you here. And he's like, oh, that's because I'm a rock star. I can't mingle with the crowd. I can't be in the crowd. Because I was in the green room upstairs watching you guys on live TV.
Oh, that's cool.
So he went to every single one of our shows.
He just couldn't be out in the crowd.
Right.
That makes sense because he would cause a distraction from you.
This was before Facebook. So we had MySpace.
Oh, my God.
Me and him were pen pals on MySpace.
That's hilarious.
We talked until MySpace pretty much.
Yeah.
Me and Dizzy Reed talked almost every day.
That's nuts.
We didn't talk about rockstar crap. We just talked about family and things like that. It was pretty cool. It was a really cool. Thank you. It was a really cool deal, dude.
Now we're good on time, ain't we?
Yeah. I thought it was later in this. We're only even doing this for an hour. That's crazy.
Yeah. No, now we're good. So you feel free to vape whatever you got to do.
Okay.
Man. Cussing's not off the table. I cuss all the time.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know. I know some. I don't know some people.
I want it to be as real as possible. See, I grew up around like a lot of bikers and white trash degenerates. So, oh crap! I better not do that. So it's just second nature to me.
But yeah, we went out and we played those 3 times, which was cool.
I bet.
After the last show at the Knitting Factory, a couple days later, we seen Joe out at the Rainbow. We were going to be coming home in about 3 days afterwards or so, 4 days, And we ran into him at the Rainbow. He's like, hey, he goes, I need to have a meeting with you guys. I'm like, okay. He goes, here's my address. I'm like, you want us to go to your house? He's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, okay. So we go to his house, and he lives in he lived in this huge high rise in downtown Hollywood, like in Hollywood. Okay?
Yeah.
But kind of by the hills, by Beverly Hills. He lived way up there.
Oh,
He had a
wow.
penthouse
I bet that was nice.
with an infinity pool.
Oh,
On the skyscraper, dude.
wow.
An infinity pool. So he sits us down. He's like, you guys want something to drink? We're like, yeah, sure. You know, he makes us some drinks and we sit down. We're facing downtown LA
Man.
through the big wall of glass on this nice, real nice leather wraparound couch. We're just sitting there. He's like, I got a proposition for you guys. And we're like, oh God, what's this? I'm gonna have to pay the piper.
Right. Am I keeping my butthole virginity today, or what's happening?
He goes, no. He goes, after seeing this last show and how fast you guys are building a following in LA, he goes, they played you guys on 94.9 K-Rock here.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, because when we flew in the second time, they played us on the radio. Somehow they got our thing from Whiskey, I think.
That's wild.
But they played us on the radio. But he's like, I think you guys are going to make it. He goes, I really, really do.
Damn.
He goes, I've never seen a band come from the Midwest that built a following as fast as you guys did. Because the last show you guys did was at Fire Code. He goes, there was nobody. It was like 5 people for the locals and like 10 or 15 people for the big band that paid, thousands for their stage.
Jeez.
You guys had like 600 people in your room.
Jeez.
I'm like, yeah. He goes, I think you guys are going to make it. He goes, but you got to move here.
Oh.
Yeah. And I would have done it. Me and Mokid just got together.
Mm.
You know what I mean? We'd only been together for a couple months. Of course, if we were to stay together, she would have to move her kids because she had 2 kids from a previous relationship. And I did think about that too. But, the other people in the band, they all had kids. So they couldn't just.
That wasn't going to happen.
Well, we got a phone call the following year. Not from him, from the other guy. We had 2 promoters when we went down there.
Wow.
The first one that brought us out to play the Sunset Strip Music Festival. That's what the Whiskey and the Cat Club show was.
That'd be so much fun.
Okay. So every night of the week, there was a famous band in one of the venues. So you got the Viper Room, might be like Bowling for Soup. The House of Blues, they might have like the Ataris or something.
Heck yeah.
And then one night the Roxy might have like All American Rejects. And then, we played at the Whiskey, things like that. So it was every night, but it was this Sunset Strip Music Fest.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the first time we went. We played
Wow.
that. The following year, that guy calls us back. He said, they're doing the Sunset Strip Music Fest again. This time they're shutting the strip down.
Whoa.
From like La Brea to like all the way up. Like 5 miles long.
Whoa.
Okay. And they're putting those big stages. So like the ones like you go to the Sweet Corn Fest, you see the big Miller stages or whatever. Or like if you go to Westville for their the Labor Day
that
Labor
big
Day
parade they have.
the Labor Day
Yeah.
concert that they have, like stages like that. And they said there's going to be red carpets on both sides of the street. And right in the dead center, Ozzy and Kelly are going to be doing, because they just came out with that album.
Wow.
Ozzy and Kelly did, where, I don't know, they got that song Daddy or whatever.
Yeah. That was a good song.
Yeah. And they're like, the promoter's like, we want you to open for them direct support.
That's wild.
But we couldn't do it because we didn't have money.
Damn.
Yeah.
Was it just up there in the thousands, wasn't it?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know about that. It just, dude, we went through so much money. You got to think, we flew twice. The third time we drove. When we went out to LA. I wanted to drive the last time.
Damn, that's a drive,
It
dude.
was 3 days.
Dang. Dang. Well, you get to see a lot of fun stuff.
That's what I was tired of. Not only that, we almost died on our first trip.
Oh.
We went, do you remember when that F5 hit that Boy Scout camp in Iowa?
Yep.
We flew right through it.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yeah.
Dang.
And it's funny because when me and Mokid just got together, she told me, she's like, she's got 2 fears. She's going to, or like 3 fears. She said, I'll never get on a boat like a ship, like a cruise ship, because I'm deathly afraid of water, scared of fire, burning up in a fire. And she's like, I'll never fly.
Really?
I got her to fly.
Did you? She all right with it now?
No.
No.
No, because the first trip. So we go to Indy. we fly out from Indy and had a layover in Chicago.
Ew.
So stupid. We get on the plane in Chicago and we take off. Shortly after we take off, the pilot comes over and says, we're going to be about 20 minutes late to our destination because there's a storm that we got to fly around. I'm like, okay, whatever. I was like, this is going to be cool because, you know, I storm chase.
You get to see it.
Yeah.
From
I wanted
the
to
top.
see it from the air. Well, not
That'd be sick.
Because those big supercell storms, the tops of those actually go way, way, way up.
Oh, no kidding.
Way further. Yeah.
You're not flying up that high.
They hit the stratosphere, dude. That's why they blew them out like liquid mushrooms. They can't go any further. The planes don't go that high.
Okay.
So, but I thought it was going to be cool. We're going to be flying into the sunset, see this big storm, and it's going to be cool. Yeah, no. We're flying, you know, everything's cool, you know, whatever. Next thing you know, have you ever flown?
No.
Okay. When you get up to about 1,000 feet or just underneath, like if it's cloudy out, just underneath the clouds, you can kind of see traffic on the road a little bit, but you get up higher than that, you can't see nothing. You'll start to lose buildings, and then everything it looks like a puzzle.
Yeah.
It's weird. And so we're 35,000 feet in the air. Like, you can't see nothing down there. And at night, you can see cities. All you see is the reflection from the lights. That's it. And like a street light, you know how much area a street light covers on the ground, looks like a grain of rice.
Wow.
From that high. So, but we're way up, way, way, way up. Okay. We're flying 35,000 feet. The next thing we know, the plane drops that quick.
Oh.
It drops so hard and so fast. There were several people. We all flew out of our seats.
I would have thrown up.
We all flew out of our seats. Roy, the singer's son, was little then.
Oh, poor kid.
Hit his head he slammed up against the roof.
Dang.
And then we stopped. Like it, in an instant, we dropped 34,000 feet in a second.
Ooh.
I mean, we were way up there and then boom, underneath the clouds.
Oh.
And you could see traffic on the road.
Oh, no.
And then we shot back up. And we did that shit for 20 minutes. Up and down. And it wasn't gradual. It was violent as hell.
The world's worst roller coaster.
Oh, it was like bunny hops from hell, dude.
Ooh.
Because you go up and it pushes you down. I had a bag of chips I hadn't opened yet. And when you're up that high, you know how chips are kind of deflated?
Yeah.
You get up that high, they're ballooned.
Yeah.
So this whole bag of chips kept going the whole time.
That would make it 10 times worse.
Yeah, it was wild. But after all of that, the pilot come over and said, well, we're going to be 20 minutes earlier than we thought. They lost communication with the tower.
Oh.
So they couldn't fly around it. We flew right through it.
Oh.
Now, I was on the wing, and the wings were flapping. Like, we go down, they bow up. We go up, they bow down. And it was like, at one point, you couldn't even see the end of the wing because we were in such thick cloud.
Oh, wow.
You couldn't see the end of it. You couldn't see the lights, nothing. You could barely see the engines. And they're like right there. I was right on the wing. We landed in San Jose, stayed the night, got up, and drove to Santa Cruz. We stayed in Santa Cruz, checked out the beach for a couple days.
Hell yeah.
We get to the beach and I get a glass and put some ice in it, put some Malibu Bay rum in there.
Heck yeah.
I'm sitting there sipping some Malibu Bay on the beach, straight up on the rocks. And we go back to the hotel to chill for a little bit, and I get a phone call on the hotel phone. And it's the singer. He's like, hey, come to my room right now. I'm like, what? He's like, come to my room right now. I'll get there. The rest of the band's there. He's like, sit on the bed. I'm like, okay. Everybody sits on the bed. He's like, you remember that storm we flew through yesterday? I'm like, yeah. He's like, turn on TV. It's just destruction everywhere. That's when I hit that Boy Scout camp.
Wow.
And F5, dude. So what we were doing when we go down, hit a downdraft. Go up, we hit an updraft. It wasn't them pulling up. It was the updraft sucking us up into the sky.
Bonkers.
Yeah.
Dang.
Then on the way back, we flew out from San Jose, no problem. We get to Austin. Had a layover in Texas. Get on our plane. Have you seen the movie Final Destination?
Oh yeah.
The first one.
Oh
where
yeah.
He gets on the plane and everything's rickety.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get on that plane and they use that paper wallpaper or that it's like plastic wallpaper stuff that you'd see in like an old shower or whatever.
Yeah.
The bubbly stuff. It's all bubbled out and cracked and it's like the carpet's all dingy and it's just like old and crappy. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, starting thinking about that movie. And I sit down and I'm like, you kept feeling that and then a shudder. And I'm like,
oh God.
Kept feeling that over and over again. And I look over at my singer and he's looking out the window and then he turns back to me. He goes, they're jumping the plane. I'm like, what? He goes, they're jump starting the plane we're on. They're trying to get it to start. That shuddering is it not starting.
Brother.
I'm like, get out. And I instantly started praying to God.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, do something, please get us off this plane.
That's bonkers.
Cancel this. I mean, find something wrong. Don't let it start. And then it starts.
Oh.
It starts. And then we start taxiing out to the runway. And then we get on the runway and they, of course, push the things forward and you jolt back. And then the next thing we know, we stop. We got to return and we're going to have to switch out planes. I'm like, oh, thank you, God.
Jesus.
They found a crack in the windshield as we were getting ready to take off. Like we were literally, they put out, like we weren't taxiing. They literally got it to where, you know, the force shoved you back in the seat.
Well, you know,
we're literally getting ready to take off.
Where we met driving, I don't even want to say the name of that place, delivering food. Yeah, I could assume being a pilot's just like being a truck driver. They just set you up with the worst rig possible, and that was it.
Yeah.
I've been given some pretty terrible rigs.
Dude, the one where I work for now, when I came back from the other place, because I left for 6 or 8 months, got laid off. When I came back, my truck wasn't available. Somebody else had it that we used to work with.
Yeah.
Over there at that other place. And they put me in a different one. And I had found a bunch of stuff wrong with it. Well, they sent me to...
I'll scoot a little closer.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
It does. Yeah.
Getting out of it keeps rolling. And he chopped the wheels.
It does have the skateboard wheels on it.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. Skating on you.
But they sent me out on a route that went to Joplin, Missouri, and then it went from Joplin to Oklahoma City, and then up into Wichita. Okay. I get to Joplin, I stay the night, no problem. I get up the next day, and I'm driving on the loop around OKC, and I hear boom, and the whole truck shakes. I thought somebody flew up underneath and slammed into the back of my truck from underneath. But I seen rubber flying everywhere. I'm like, oh, okay. So I pull over, call it in. I waited 5.5 hours. People weren't getting over because, you know, in Oklahoma, it's not a law unless you are a construction worker or a police officer.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's not against the law for them to be in the right lane when you're pulled over.
That's messed up.
And I was on a curve.
Oh.
So I kept watching people in my mirror catching themselves and jerking right at the last minute.
Oh my God.
And so I ended up getting out of the truck and going up and sitting on the side of the ditch.
Yeah.
Away from, because I'm like, I'd rather be there than in there. They came and fixed it, and then I had to call them again when I got to the truck stop that evening because I couldn't finish delivering because everything was closed by the time they came.
Right.
I went to the truck stop and I had to call in again so they could fix my mud flap because the person didn't do it the first time. I get up from there and I drive, I get them done the next morning, and then I drive up to Wichita and I stay the night at the Loves. And during my inspection in the morning, both of my steer tires, I didn't realize this before, I had tread separation in between, like where the divots are in the tread.
Yeah.
Like you could see wires down in there. And I drove from Illinois all the way to Joplin and then to Oklahoma City and then to Wichita like that.
That could have been bad.
Going through the Ozarks, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it.
I was working for one of our big delivery companies that we have around here. They sent me out, and it's a team drive. So
Yeah.
I slept. He drove out.
I can't.
We go. Oh, it's miserable.
I couldn't do it.
I slept maybe 4 hours a week.
And I drove back from Green Bay, or not Green Bay, but somewhere up in Wisconsin. And by the time I made it back, I drove back because I couldn't sleep on the drive out. By the time I made it back, it'd been like 35 hours.
Yeah, I don't miss that. I don't miss that. But this, I switched out with him, and he told me, he's like, I said, hey, well, what happened about midway through your night? I felt a big bump. Was at the railroad tracks in Springfield. He said, no, I don't know what that was. And I do my inspection, and there's a crack on one of the driver's side steer tire all the way up to the hub. And it's just pissing air. And I said, how'd you get this far? He said, well, I had to stop a few times and put air in it.
Oh, no.
I told my wife, I said, I think I'm done.
No.
I can't do it anymore. Like, this is ridiculous. And he's the type, when he goes around a curve, he makes it an octagon. Like, doot, doot. He'll hit the inside, go to the outside, hit the inside, go to the outside, around the whole curve. So the whole time you're back there, you're just the whole freaking time.
Well, no, those Volvos are the way that they turn.
They're horrible.
It's hard not to do that.
It is.
I caught myself doing that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the Freightliner now. Oh shit! I've been needing one of these. Thank you.
That one I didn't like too much because the ear's fat, kind of fat, but
yeah,
it does pretty good.
Hell yeah, dude! Thank you. That's awesome. I was gonna bring you something, but I left in such a hurry.
Oh, it's
I was gonna bring you like a signed drum head or something.
Oh, that'd be tits. I'll do that.
I'll do that. I'll get it to you though next time. You know.
Yeah.
Or
for sure.
Meet up with you and give it to you. You can hang it.
Yeah. This I was gonna get a hold of Bob Sisney, F. Burleson. He makes these guitars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I didn't know if you play guitar or not.
I mean, kinda.
That one there is as a Stritch. That was sent to me. That was sent to me from Stritch. And an amplifier. We got an amplifier and we got
never heard of that.
No, they're real cheap.
I mean, I mess around with bass.
Do you?
A little bit. But
he's got a variety of things. He won't stop making them.
Yeah,
he's got a room about this size. You can't. It's just a chair and a table where he builds the guitars. The rest is just guitars. It's absolutely wild. He's right over there in Broadlands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he mainly builds Stratas.
Oh, okay.
That's his main. He's sticking with the Stratas.
Yeah. Am I too far back again? I'm good.
Nah, you should be all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So back to the dirty stuff of music.
Yeah.
So the way that it is, what I was kind of telling you about earlier, is the way the music industry works is really messed up. Okay. So you got your indie labels. Basically, you pay for everything. With indie labels, you pay for everything. Major labels, they pay for everything, but you end up paying them back. You have to. So the way it works is, with a major label, they give you a contract you have to sign. As a band, you have to sign it. And they give you a big fat loan. You can take a loan, or you can say, no, I don't want the loan. But then you got to do all the footwork yourself. I mean, they do the promotion and do all that stuff for you.
That's nice.
But like an advance, you can get an advance though. I know Jewel. You know Jewel, the musician? Jewel?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She was actually living in her car when she got signed, and she declined the advance.
Heck yeah.
Because the problem is if you don't, you still have to sign a contract, whatever, for a major label, but if you don't come out with hits, if they don't sell, you don't really owe them anything.
Oh.
But if you take the advance, they do. You do.
Oh.
But you take the advance and it's a loan, you sign that contract, you have to put out this many albums a year, you have to have this many hits, you have to play this many concerts.
You're a prisoner now.
Basically, you're a prisoner, yes.
Wow.
But check this out, and they won't sign you like they used to. Remember back in the day, like you see all these movies about bands that get signed, like you see like the movie The Dirt with Motley Crue, or you see La Bamba, how they approach him and they sign him and then things go good. It's not like that anymore. It's not.
Wow.
So basically what happens is they come to your show. They do send out A&R reps mainly. A lot of times though, it's such a headache, dude. What they look for is proof of people showing up to your shows, proof of album sales, and all this other stuff. So you've already got to have a lot of following and a lot of this before they take a chance on you.
That kind of makes sense.
But by the time you get to the part where they're expecting, you kind of don't need them.
Right. Oh, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
You've done all that footwork to this point.
You don't really need them.
That's a good point.
At that point.
Yeah.
So, but with a lot of these places that are like this, so they do this, they give you these contracts, you sign the contract, you got all these things that you got to do. That's why all these like rock stars and stuff like that, and all these famous people, they get lost in drugs and everything else because they're not happy with their life because they're exhausted, dude. It is exhausting. I mean, we got signed by any label. We were going out and playing Hollywood and stuff, but it was exhausting.
I bet.
I mean, it was really tiring just doing that. We weren't doing like what these people do. They'll do these shows, get off stage. Yeah, they don't have to set their stuff up, but they get off stage. They have to jump in their tour bus and go to the next place. They've got to try to sleep in the bus while their bus is moving.
See, that doesn't sound fun at all.
Then they get off the bus in the morning, get ready, whatever, go in the venue, or go to the radio station.
Yeah.
Have to do all these interviews and then go right back and play. You know, it's just like nonstop for them. But the way the record companies, the way that the business is these days is you kind of already got to have your stuff together before they even accept you.
Wow.
Usually.
Wow. And like you said, by the time you get to that point,
you don't need them.
You don't need them.
Yeah.
And it's only those that are like, oh yeah, give me that big old loan.
Right. Yeah. That big loan's great.
Yeah.
Well, I know a guy that kind of happened to. So after Hollywood, and I kind of quit that band for a while, and I was at home one night in like the middle of the winter. My son was just born a couple months before. I get a phone call from a guy in Fort Wayne. Dude, I know. He goes, "Hey man, I'm playing a real big show tomorrow night in Fort Wayne, opening for a big act." And he goes, I don't have a drummer.
Oh wow.
He goes, "I got a bass player coming from Danville." He goes, if you can ride with him. I was like, I don't know none of your songs. Never jammed with you. Don't even know your songs. He's like, I'll send him through MP3. I'm like, okay, well, I can't play my drums to practice them because it's like middle of the night and my brand new baby is asleep.
Brother.
So I have bongos, and I threw a towel over the bongos, and I got the beat in my head by listening to the songs, and then I went to bed, and I got up and I went there. Drum set's already set up. There was a radio van out front with their lights on, you know.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, oh, this is cool, you know. So I get there. And I found out who it was when I got there. It was Travis Meeks from Days of the New.
Wow.
And we go up there and we play, and I just wing it because I remembered the songs kind of, but I just needed to get the
rhythm down.
I just needed to get the changes kind of in here.
I gotcha.
And not only that, that's another thing about chemistry too. And if you are a decent musician to a point, you kind of know the system of the way music goes, so you kind of know when a change is coming before it comes. Right. Even if you don't know this person's music at all, you know that there's a chorus coming. Yeah. You know it's about to happen, and then you feel it. And it's like, okay, you know, and then
isn't that such a wonderful feeling?
Yeah.
Oh man, I tell you, I've only had it happen a handful of times, but it's better than any drug or any sex you could ever have.
Yeah. But we played that, and it went good. Got off stage, and dude had roadies take the stuff off stage, and then had roadies bring in Travis's stuff, and it was just Travis. It wasn't a band. It was just Travis and his acoustic guitar. Wow. And like he had like some pedals with like cowbell and like tambourine and stuff.
Oh, like a one-man band.
Yeah. But if you've ever heard that guy, he's really, really good, dude. The guy is he's got I think he might be slightly autistic.
Oh.
Nothing bad about that.
Oh no, we got a house full of them here.
But the thing about autistic people though is they find one thing and they're amazing at it. So like you might get somebody that's amazing at math and they're autistic, or they're amazing at, whatever it is, playing an instrument, and that's him.
Autistic people are really good at finding patterns in things.
Yes. And I think that I can't say for sure if he is or not, but I think he might be on the spectrum. I don't know.
Beautiful things come from them people.
Yes. The guy, his voice, he's got an amazing voice. His acoustic guitar playing is out of this world. I seen a video of him singing with the Doors. And he sounds just like Jim Morrison, dude.
Oh, wow.
Identical to him. It's weird. But anyways, they went up and he played. And after his show, he went down and talked to the guy I went and played with. He went over and talked to him. And they looked at me and then pointed at me. And then he came over to me. He's like, he goes, you played drums for them? I said, yeah, just tonight, He goes, well, how long have you been with them? I said, today. He goes, how many times have you practiced with them? I said, never. He's like, how did you know the music? I said, and I told him, I said, he sent me the MP3s because that's what they had back then.
Yeah.
Like the MP3 download, whatever. And I said, I listened to it and practice on my bongos. He's like, man, you got chops. I was like, I didn't even see you here. He goes, I was in my tour bus, like 3 blocks away, parked. You were live on the radio. I'm like,
what
get out of
heck?
here. You never told me. That's why the radio name was there.
That's wild.
So everything coming through the microphones and the amps and everything
Was live.
Anything that went into the soundboard was going directly to the radio station.
That's cool as shit.
So he heard me playing live. He asked me to be a drummer.
Fuck, I would have
He's like,
jumped
do you
all
want to
over
be
that
the
shit.
drummer for Days of Vanille?
Damn.
Touch, Peel, and Down, the downtown. Like, that stuff was big when we were teenagers,
Yeah.
dude. And I'm like, I want to so bad, but I got brand new baby.
Oh,
And I don't know how this is going to pan out. I don't know how much money I'm going to make. And I mentioned something about it, and his roadie's like, dude, I've got 6 kids. I'm like,
damn.
and he's like, I'm just the roadie. I'm not even a performer. And he goes, I got enough money to send home and pay for myself too. I was
That's
like,
fucking crazy.
yeah, but
dude.
I don't know. But I never did it. I did play again another show with them, but I wasn't playing drums. I was playing percussion, Latin percussion for a different. We played at a place in Watsika, I think.
Oh, wow. Twatsika. I used to deliver there for FedEx.
Really?
I hated that place.
Yeah,
we flooded constantly.
We played for them, opening for him again at that place, and then I hadn't seen him since.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since. I had to sign release forms and everything.
Damn. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it was really, it was good on the ego. I kind of stroked it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, I got this rock star that's literally played with like 9-inch nails, but literally been on Ozfest tour.
That'd be awesome.
You know what I'm saying?
I never made it to Ozfest as a,
Well, he was a musician for,
that would have been
he was on the
great.
bill on a couple of them. I mean, they got really big.
We had a band in junior high that I named Fluffy Numpkins.
If
you ever watched the Powerpuff Girls? That was the big pink evil guy. So that's what I do.
What kind of music did you guys do?
It was Alice in Chains, and it covered everything.
Yeah,
but it was mainly Alice in Chains.
Really?
And Metallica. I learned the first Metallica album on the drums.
Yeah.
And they're like, we should just start a band.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go for it.
So you play drums too?
I used to. It's been a while.
Really?
It's been a long time.
It's been a minute for me.
Really?
I mean, I've been playing for church lately, but I haven't actually played a show since the indie show.
No kidding.
That's
been what, about
a few years.
Like 5 years or something?
4 or 5 years, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, bro. Well, what's the plan with that? You plan on getting a band back together?
I don't know.
It sounds like, I
kind of want to.
The great thing about
I got this badass drum set.
Yeah. and it sounds like you've got the chops to play.
Yeah, I can play, yeah.
And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have this podcast, is to get this out into the ethos. The internet is ever expansive, and when it works, it's phenomenal.
I thought about doing like, I know it's going to sound weird for me, but 90s country.
That'd be cool.
Kind of. Because my wife is a singer. She sings.
Hell yeah.
Just the last church we were going to, I've been trying to get her to sing for years, but she wouldn't do it. And we finally got her up on stage. And she can sound like she'll cover that song, She's Jesus Take the Wheel.
Oh yeah, it's a good song.
Sounds just like her.
I sing that every time I cook
Really?
because I don't measure. It's just like Jesus take the wheel.
That's great.
Yeah, it works every time.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I really wanted to ask you if you planned on pursuing music in the future.
I
It'd
miss
be
it.
kind of a shame if you didn't.
Yeah, I miss it.
Yeah.
I miss it. I do. I know my oldest boy, him and his friend, he asked me a couple weeks ago, he's like, would you play drums for us? I was
That'd
like,
be sick.
maybe. I was like, what kind? He's like, grunge, new metal type.
Oh yeah.
Grunge, new metal type. You know,
I'd
like
be all
Alice.
for that.
He's
Yeah.
like Alice in Chains, like Silverchair and stuff like that. I was like, I could do that. I could pull that off.
Yeah, I got really into the blues. I still listen to it occasionally. I bought me a Honer Classic.
I'm okay with it. I'm not I mean, I'm okay with I get the gist of it.
Yeah,
I can play it.
I don't like the jazzy blues.
Yeah.
I like the rock and roll blues. Like
Like-
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh yeah. Like I get the gist of it and everything, and I can play it.
Yeah.
It's just I like to play music that I'm actually putting my all into.
Yeah.
And like playing with churches, it's nice. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I can't give it 100%.
Yeah. I had talked to another fella. It's been about 15 years now. I can't remember what the name of the church was. GT Church. He was a drummer for one of the big traveling churches.
Oh, okay.
And he started off doing local bands and things like that. And before he hit the age of 30, he started doing the church thing. And then he started making millions of dollars a year, not traveling, just getting in the studio and recording gospel.
Really?
He made a lot of money. I don't know what he's doing now.
Yeah. Well, I've had churches offer to pay me, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to do
That's
that.
kind of weird, ain't it?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to do that.
It'd
Because
be
God, I feel like God gave me the gift. Why would I charge him for it?
Yeah, and especially in his own
You know?
home.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be kind of weird. I agree with that.
So
It'd be fun. It'd still be fun.
yeah, I would. I mean, like I said, been doing it at Georgetown. I was been the drummer at Georgetown Church of the Nazarene for the past 2-3 years.
Oh, heck yeah.
But we just recently switched up churches, and now we're going to Grace in Tilton. And they got a huge setup.
Now, being...
And they want me. I've got a couple of churches that actually want me right now. real bad.
What I'd do, I'd go for it if I were you. And what I would do while you're there is record it.
Yeah.
Record all of it.
Well, it's all recorded.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, personally, for your own personal social media. Because social media, a lot of people, I know I get so many bad looks for this, but monetize your social media and just put clips of you doing this here and there.
Well, I've had a lot of people tell me, why don't you start a YouTube channel?
Yes.
And do like just cover videos.
See, I will say this. That's a great idea.
I don't have anywhere to do it. I don't have like all this kind of cool stuff that you got. So
you're fine.
is it okay? I don't have all the kind of, the stuff that you got. I don't have soundproof room and all that, you know what I mean? So it's going to sound like crap.
Well, I mean, honestly, just like
and I don't really understand all
your Samsung phone, or even like you got an iPhone or Samsung?
No, it's a Galaxy.
Okay, so they're great. Anthony Oliver.
Yeah.
He recorded it on the same phone we're recording with right now.
Really?
Same exact phone. We don't even need microphones right now.
Yeah.
The only reason I'm doing this is to get a dynamic between two of our voices.
Yeah.
But you just set that camera, or you set your phone up on a tripod. You don't even have to point it at you. Just have the sticks in it'd blow up. And what I would do YouTube, I would do Facebook. Facebook and YouTube would be the first two.
Well, here's the
Facebook
problem.
will pay out faster.
The only place that it's funny because it just went full circle.
Yeah.
That video that I was telling you about that we recorded, and we put it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't get all those views on YouTube. It got them on Facebook.
Yeah.
124,000 views.
That's decent.
We didn't get a cent for it, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much you really got to do.
There's a lot of steps to put in place.
Yeah.
My wife is currently trying to get monetized.
I just got verified.
Really?
I just
On
got
Facebook?
verified. Yeah.
Oh, good. That helps even more.
I just got verified.
That's awesome.
And it's weird that I never seen the option for it until recently. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it, whatever.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's a good step. And then you can go in and monetize that channel. And I mean, it's insane. There's one gal, Amy Jackson. She's making like $30K a month just off Facebook alone.
How do you monetize something? Like, I don't understand. I'm not familiar with all this.
That's something we'll probably have to sit down outside of the podcast and things like that to go over that, because there's still a lot I don't remember. I just like that dream I had in the semi truck. I came home one day, I put in a shit ton of work, and I monetized everything.
Like, to monetize something? What is
so that? To monetize it turns your private personal social media into a public money. It's basically like you've become a channel. Okay. Like you flip through the channels, like you got Discovery, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, like suggested?
Something like that. But monetization basically is you're getting paid for your views. You're basically...
Is there a setting or something?
Yes.
There's a setting.
Yes. So the next time you go into your Facebook, hit the drop down.
Yeah. And
you'll go, it should say professional dashboard.
Yes.
That's where you start.
Well, the band has that. But the band isn't... and so does because I did try to do the lawn care business too.
Yeah.
The lawn care business has a perfect, but the band isn't certified or verified.
See, the verification just adds to it.
But
that's great.
But I've been getting requests by both the lawn care and the band to become verified. But I'm like I said, I haven't, dude. I put so much money into Doubt Me Now.
Yeah.
I put so much money into it, even more than the other members, really, because we all pitched in when we went to record our songs. Like I said, it costs $500 per session for a song.
That's insane.
But not just that, I do boosts, boost advertising, boost our shows coming up.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But that's $20 a week, and I just kept dumping money into it. So I mean, our first show we got signed at. Our second show we played at Indiana Beach, which that was kind of cool for me, because that's something I always, when I was a kid, my dad, the place he worked, would do their company picnics at Indiana Beach.
Yeah, was it Flexingate?
No. He worked for a place called Disc Tech.
Oh,
out of Champaign. They made Japanese computer discs before CDs were really a thing.
Wow.
Like back in the 90s.
That's pretty cool.
And they would do their company picnics there. So you'd show up and they'd have one of the awnings like underneath the steel hog.
Oh yeah. They'd
have that all set up, big smorgasbord of food, like tons of food.
That had to be cool as hell.
Free rides, and all the employee has to do is put down how many people they're going to take.
Yep.
So they give them all free tickets. So he'd take me, of course, my brother, my sister, my mom, and my aunt and uncle, and my cousins. We'd all go every year. And every time I'd walk down there to over by the water park part where the Easter Island heads are, Easter Island heads, I always remember seeing a drum set up there, and I always thought, when they'd play, I'd hear it, and I'm like, man, one day I want to play up there.
That's awesome.
And we got to do it during Oktoberfest.
That's awesome.
It was cool. I made $150 that night.
Damn.
On tips.
Damn.
For myself. Everybody kept requesting a drum solo.
What?
Yeah.
I love a drum solo.
Everybody, and I'm not really good at them, dude, because I don't really prepare for them.
That's something.
I'm not really that great, but people, man.
That was another suggestion I was going to have for you if you want to get your name out there as a drummer. Just sign up for Kill Tony every time you get a chance.
What's that?
Kill Tony?
Mm-hmm.
It's the #1 comedy podcast on the planet. It's beat out JRE here recently. Yeah, they're huge. Tony Hinchcliffe and Brian Redband have completely...
Which they're buddies of his, too.
Really?
Of Joe Rogan's, yeah.
Yeah. They've really taken off with it. Now I think they've made their home ground in Austin at the mothership, at the comedy mothership.
Oh, really?
Rogan built.
Really?
Yeah. So they're in
sign
Austin.
Up for, what do you mean?
Yeah. So you sign up. So that that podcast, they have it to where you put your name in a bowl and they pull your name, you come on stage. You do comedy, and then they do an interview with you. Do you have any talents outside, even if you suck at comedy?
Yeah.
Do you have any talents? Dude. And a lot of people are like, oh, I play drums. Okay, Mexican drum off. You now have to do a drum off with our house drummer, and if you win, you get his fucking job. And it's buku money. And some of them guys, they don't even get the job, but they'll call them up like, hey, old boy's sick. Want to drum for him?
Wow.
That's money, man. And exposure.
Yeah. Well, it's crazy that you talk about comedy. I've had a lot of people over the years tell me I should get into it.
Me too. In fact, I'll send you out with a joke book, a small one.
So supposedly I'm funny. Supposedly. But here's the thing. When I try to be funny,
it doesn't work.
I'm not funny.
It has to be sporadic, random.
And it is so,
yeah.
Dude, I'll come back with the greatest comebacks and the greatest witty when I'm not trying to be.
Yeah.
When I'm trying to be witty, it ain't working.
You can't force it.
Yeah. But I've been told, like, me and my wife both have been told numerous times, we should have our own, like, reality TV show.
And you can't.
Because we riff back and forth and crack everybody up. And it's just us being us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, I guess I could... I mean, kids did used to point and laugh at me in school, so maybe I am funny.
Yeah, I had to get funny, or I was, it's either sink or swim. I've been to 9 different schools as a kid.
Oh wow,
I went all over the place, man. So it was I had 9 different opportunities to change my personality.
No, I got bullied pretty bad at school.
Same, for
pretty
being
bad.
Fat. So,
no, I went to a school where, if your parents weren't like a rich farmer,
that was here.
Yeah, that's where not here, but over there in Indiana, and it was really bad. It was, and the thing is, the teachers would defend them because their parents were putting so much money into the school.
Exactly. Because
their parents were loaded.
Yep.
So
they thought they were loaded. I know now what I didn't know then. These farmers don't have a crap load of money. What they do is they take out a continuous loan every year.
Yeah.
For their farm.
Yeah.
And it has to go up every year.
Yeah.
So they're not loaded. They're in debt. They're in so much debt they can't even sleep at night. But they run around all these nice vehicles. Their kids got nice clothes. They think they're rich, but they're just in debt. Well,
not only that, you got to think too, those nice vehicles, that's all tax write-off, dude.
It is.
The farm is a tax write-off.
Yep.
The power to keep it going, everything is a tax write-off.
No, I
maybe not their food.
I dealt with them rich farm kids, and now I'm part of the community.
Yeah.
Like now that we're older, and I'm seeing it's I can't say too much, because they're probably going to watch this, but all these people that treated me like shit because I was poor, it's flipped.
Well, here's the crazy thing. I've ran into a lot of them since growing up.
That's different,
and they're so cool. They're cool. They're cool people now, dude. And it's like, they're like, I didn't do that, really, did I?
Yeah,
you did. I don't remember that. Well, I do.
That's the good thing about being at this.
It caused me not to sleep at night when I was a teenager. Right. I remember all of it, but.
Yeah, there's so much dumb shit I did that at that age. It's insane. I shouldn't even be alive.
I mean,
I was designing apartments and freebasing cocaine with the leader of the motorcycle gang, the Sons of Bastards.
Oh wow,
that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting, man.
It wasn't like that.
it was freaking wild, man. I got caught up in the wrong crowd too quick.
I lived in a very small town. Of course, back then we had no internet. Cell phones weren't a thing. You had
to navigate by the stars. Or a big paper map.
And honestly, dude, I was a lot to myself. My best friend was my drums.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
I mean, I'd get home from school and I'd practice an hour or 2 a day. I did that for so many years. 18, I mean, not 18, but, a lot of years. And I got so many different genres of music down.
Yeah.
I started out, I think, at like 4 years old.
Damn.
With big band, 40s era big band. And then I moved up to 50s rock and roll, and then 60s rock, and then 70s rock, and then went to country. I just did all of 90s country. And then I jumped back out of country, and I remember when Nellyville came out.
Yeah.
I learned that whole CD.
Yeah.
And then one of my buddies had the soundtrack to Days of Confused. And I was listening to it one day and I'm like, I want to learn all the songs on that.
That's ridiculous.
So I learned them all. And then I got into hard rock and metal, Metallica, all that stuff.
Metallica will steal your soul with the drums. I swear to God.
It's easy too.
Yes.
Once you get it down, it's easy. It's easy like Sunday morning. But you know, I did all that and everything, and so I mean, I've done a lot of dude. You know, I've been in or filled in for 15 different bands.
That's insane.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Most of the local bands around here I've jammed with.
Yeah. Do you remember Troubled Is?
Mm-hmm.
That's my well, I'm sort of related to the drummer, Kevin.
He's moved away now.
Kevin Taylor, yeah, he's over in I think he's in Arizona now.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back occasionally. He was playing.
I never got to play with them.
He was playing Uptown in Danville about 4 or 5 years ago. He's not a very good person, but because of him, I got to meet a lot of bands.
Really,
a lot.
So you know Jonesy?
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a band with him.
No kidding.
Have you ever heard of Corruptor?
No.
They're a metal band from Danville called Corruptor. Several years ago, the same kind of scenario with the learning on the fly type. I get a phone call. You ever heard of Eclipse?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I did that too.
Really?
I jammed with them. Yeah.
Wow.
So their guitarist is a Mexican dude. I can't remember his name. He drowned at the apartments up north, Danville.
No kidding.
Several years ago. Yeah.
Dang.
And they, you know, a few months later, they put together a really big benefit for his family and everything. And got several bands on the bill.
Oh,
I was in 3 of the bands. I was in 2 of them. No, I was in 4.
Jeez.
So I was in Tongue and Groove, which was the band that I was in that went to Hollywood. We played that show. I was in Full On Pain, which was the band I started.
Hell yeah.
I was playing with Eclipse, so they could still play it because they didn't have their drummer because the drummer went away to the military.
Oh.
And then the bass player for Corruptor calls me up one day. I was at work working at Quick Lube North, and he was like, "Hey, dude," and this was after LA. He's like, "Hey, our drummer is in the hospital with something. He's having chest pain or something." I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, we got that benefit tonight. I was like, "Yeah, I know. I'm playing it." He's like, "Yeah, I know." He was like, "You're in like 3 other bands." I was like, "I know." And he goes, he can't play. And he goes, "We really want to play. Can you come and play for the band? You know, the band wants to do the benefit."
Wow.
You know, I was like, "Well, I'm real good friends with you guys' drummer." I said, "I don't want to step on no toes." I said, "You got to get his permission."
Oh yeah.
I said, "Get his permission." They got his permission, and I was like, "Okay, fine." Is this quiet when the kids were home? Jeez.
The kids. So the work we're already recording.
Okay, that's fine.
The work I've been doing online has really changed this place. When Dad's recording, they know to.
Yeah.
They don't have to be like stupid quiet or not move or anything like that. They just know that it's money making time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money out there.
Are they familiar with the music that I do?
Yeah.
Are they?
Well, at least the older one is. My son couldn't give 2 shits.
Yeah.
Only thing he cares about is Minecraft.
Oh, yeah.
VR.
Yeah. How old are you kids?
11, well, 12, about to be 16, about to be 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This year is, everybody's getting older.
Yeah.
It's wild. It goes fast. And you got some young ones too, don't you?
My daughter is 9.
Yeah.
And my son is just turned 16.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, he looks young.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his daddy's youth.
Yeah. And then the oldest daughter is 19. And
Oh, wow.
The oldest boy is 21.
Wow.
Yeah.
All grown up and doing their own thing.
They're out. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I'm not looking
But it's
forward to
not
that.
quiet in my house. They fight. He's 16. She's 9. But they fight like cats and dogs.
That's
She
hilarious.
just wants to tattletale on everything. Mom, he's on his Oculus again. He's still on his cell phone, even though he's supposed to be in bed.
That's funny.
Just nonstop, dude.
Sibling shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But something happens, you know what I mean? And something happens to either one of them, they're right there,
Yeah.
upset about it. So, I mean, it's normal, I guess.
Yeah.
My siblings were all way older. Like my brother's 10 years older than me, and my sister's 12 years older than me.
And my
So
sister,
I was the youngest.
My sister's like 3 years younger than me. I don't talk to anybody in my family though. She works one of the other sister companies I work at, but
I don't get to see my brother very often. My sister done moved to Fort Wayne, and my mom lives there too. She's actually
Fort Wayne, huh?
My mom actually lives in a nursing home.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's like 73, 74, but she's got dementia real bad.
She
has to have around the clock care.
That's a subject I'm very well versed in.
Really?
I've studied Alzheimer's and dementia for the last almost 4 years in depth. I can tell you pretty much.
Well, it sucks because
how to prevent it.
It sucks because every time I went to see her, she remembers who I am, and like I'm the only one that she remembers.
All right, when this is over, I got some things I can send. I got a list of stuff that I would like you to try.
Okay, and like usually I'm the only one that she remembers. And when I'd talk to her on the phone, like when I'd call her, she'd be like, "Oh, I know," she'd know who I was. This last time I talked to her on the phone, she didn't know who I was. It's getting bad.
70,
like 74. She's born in 51.
Okay. Damn, bro. Yeah, that scares the shit out of me, by the way. I'm not afraid of a lot. I'm not afraid.
I know that.
I'm terrified of Alzheimer's.
It supposedly runs in my family. It runs in your family.
Yes, it runs in mine.
And I've been forgetting a lot of things lately. Like just during this podcast, I kept forgetting names and different things.
Well, I do that too.
But I've noticed it's getting worse. And I tell my wife, she's like, it's just age.
Well, I've got some information for you that's going to change your fucking life.
Really?
It could potentially change your mom's life too. There's a lot you could do to bring somebody back from Alzheimer's.
Well, I know dementia. Music is one of those.
Music is, I just learned about it. In fact, 3 and 7 hertz is not music, but those two
sound waves.
Those two alone can bring somebody back.
Really?
That's a whole new reset. You got to play 3 in one and 7 in the other at the same time. But as far as like Alzheimer's and dementia goes, lion's mane, huge.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, my wife is into all this holistic medicine.
Yes,
she's been making it.
Really?
Oh yeah, we got like 2 huge bottles of fire cider at home in the fridge.
Really?
Oh yeah,
we got I love fire cider.
She makes it. It's horrible.
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's maybe the way she makes it.
You put some gin in that thing?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't drink. I ain't drank since my 40th birthday.
I haven't drank. I had 3 beers with a veteran just because I thought he was going to leave us. I met this guy. I changed that dude's life.
Dude, that's another thing too. I like to talk to people that are older than me.
Yes.
And here's the reason why. Is because when I'm growing up, your parents tell you one thing, I'm like, don't drop out of school because your life's going to suck. No, I'm going to be a famous drummer. I don't need school,
Yeah.
But they tell you these things and you just goes through one ear and out the other. And then you tell your kids these things and it goes through one ear and out the other, but they're going to experience it. You know what I mean? Like yes. I look back now and I'm like, damn, I should have listened to that.
Yes.
I should have listened to what they said. And here's the thing I think that a lot of people, like kids don't understand. So if there are kids that listen to this podcast or watch it, listen to this. So you can teach any trade. Any trade can be learned. Any trade can be taught. There's one thing that you cannot teach, and that is experience and wisdom.
That's correct.
You cannot teach that. That comes
accumulated over time.
That comes from being through the worst stuff in your life.
Yes.
That comes from learning from your mistakes.
And that
and
being
if you
said,
haven't made those mistakes, you don't know them.
Yeah, and like you said, explaining to the kids, like, don't do this. And it's like, I would never do that. And that's like, well, I would have never done it either, but I did.
Yeah.
And it just takes the peer pressure or, the right situation. One wrong decision can completely alter the course of your life.
Yeah. And when I was younger, even in my early 20s, I was not good with girls. Like, dude, I got so nervous around them. I was so afraid of rejection. I like there was this, there'd be a couple of them that were I thought were really, really pretty. And I just like, you know,
Yeah, you get to
tripping over my
yeah,
words.
just biting your tongue.
Yeah. And it's like, oh man. And then later on, you're like, oh, I should have said that. You know,
Yeah.
I should have said this, or I should have done this way, you know, done this way. The problem is when you get older and you've been through, you kind of just don't care anymore.
And
that's when
it comes to dating, like you said, especially if any young men are watching this, confidence is key. But
don't be too confident, because then you're gonna look like a
right. It's when you don't give a shit and you're not giving them the attention they want.
Well, here's the thing
That they'll
it's going to wrap it all up for you. I have actually went to school for reading body language.
Oh yeah.
And tricking your subconscious mind. I went to school for that because I sold cars, and they sent me to school.
That's hilarious.
I sold cars at Courtesy Ford in Danville, and they sent me to
That's funny.
$500 2-hour class.
Wow.
Yeah, for free.
That's funny.
So I learned all this. There's 5 things a woman can tell about any man within 5 minutes of meeting them just by their body language.
Oh, wow.
And I learned how to do that too. Of course, I was already with my wife then.
Yeah.
But through experience and that, people want what they can't have.
Yep.
Every woman that is single, that is dating, has at least 5 people in their back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They will keep all 5 dudes on the wire. They'll go on a date with them, have a great time, show them a great time, and then not text them for a week or 2 while they're doing that to somebody else. And it drives you absolutely nuts. Like, oh, this was great. I thought we hit it off. You know, what's going on here? Well, what happens is they do this, and they may not mean to do it, or they may mean to do it because they're looking for a suitor.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for somebody that's got their stuff together, but they're looking for somebody they're going to get along with, somebody that makes them laugh, somebody that's going to listen to them, somebody that's not going to be treating them like crap.
Right.
The reason why women go after the bad boys, the ones that talk to them like crap, that treat them like crap, is because when you're in that stage of life where you're playing the game,
mm-hmm.
you want what you can't have.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody is bowing at your feet, clingy, they don't like it.
Mm-mm.
They want you to move on because you got what you have, or you have what you got, whatever, right?
Yeah.
If you go on a date and you don't text them back, they'll be texting you back within 3 days. Dude, what's going on? How was our date was great. How are you doing? But then if you start falling into that, then they back off. The thing is, this is how I met my wife.
That's funny.
Because through my teenage years, I wanted a relationship.
Yeah, same.
I really wanted a
Real
relationship.
one.
A real one.
Yeah, not this fake house,
and
house shit.
I really thought that I was going to be famous. Like I really, really thought that.
I thought I was going to be Jim Carrey.
That was one of my things too, dude.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be on Saturday Night Live.
Live and living color.
Yeah.
That was my bag.
I love sketch comedy.
Same.
Like slapstick sketch comedy.
Let me show you something.
Yeah. I always wanted to do it.
Same. But I still may, I don't know. That's something that I don't want to be famous.
I do.
I have the talent to do it, but I don't because I think it'll degrade my morality.
Not if you don't let it get away from you.
I guess, but I don't know. I've had money fuck me up before.
It's easy.
Yeah.
People say, oh, money is the root of all evil, but why do they ask for it in church? Well, no, it's not the root of all evil. It's what you do with it that is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
Because if you're making a bunch of money, and yeah, money can ruin a person. Mm-hmm. It can cause you to turn and treat people like crap.
It's not necessarily the money,
but it's how you use it.
It's the fame. I think I'd be all right, but I don't want to have to be like these other motherfuckers that are pulling their hoodie over their head to go grocery shopping. You know, they can't take a shit without somebody bugging the fuck out of them.
I loved it.
Really?
Because I did. I went through it. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. You know why?
Damn.
Because I hate going to the damn grocery store with my wife.
Yeah.
So it was nice. because I wasn't famous per se, but I was really popular in the area around the time we were doing the trips to LA. Okay. Around that whole time.
Yeah.
We'd go to Walmart and every aisle we'd walk down, somebody would stop me.
Oh my God.
Want to talk to me for 5 hours.
That would drive me nuts.
And my wife, and then the women too. That's another thing. That's
yeah.
And she would get so frustrated.
I bet.
She'd be like, why are you? I was like, they're fans. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be, I don't want to be that dick. That's
part of the people that are giving you your career.
Or I'm trying. Yeah. They're the ones that are going to, if that's going to happen. I remember one time, Stefani's. You've heard of Stefani's in Westville, right? The bar?
No, actually I haven't.
Are you familiar with Westville?
That's where I'm from.
Okay. So you know where the square is, where Julie's is?
Yep.
If you go south just a little bit, it's on the left.
Oh, yeah.
Stefani's.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of a wild place.
Isn't it where they used to have like a lot of biker meetings and stuff?
I don't know.
I remember a bunch of bikes out there.
It's probably. Well, that's Julie's, I think. That's on the right. If you're going south.
Julie's is on backwards.
The right. On the left is Stefani's. This is not a very big bar. But
did they just build a stage recently?
They might have. I know they redid it recently. They closed down for a few years because it's just a wild place, dude.
Well, back in the day,
it's one of the latest places that stays open. So all the Danville crew that are out at the clubs will come there after. Yeah. I remember me and my wife had just been together for a couple months, and the band was picking up traction like crazy, and we went there, and there was karaoke going on. And we walked in the door together. The band did. With my wife was there too. We walked in there and the DJ stopped the music. He's like, holy shit, Tongue and Groove is here. And I'm like, I looked at my sister, what's going on, dude? He's like, I don't know. But I like it. I like me too. But it was crazy that night, dude. There was this girl that I used to like, that I worked with at Sears at one time. And she ended up putting me up against the wall.
Oh, crap.
I think she was drunk though. Putting her hand on my chest and she was talking to me. And I'm like, I was being kind. I'm a one woman dude. I've always been that way. Okay. So I don't care how hot a woman is. I don't care if I used to like them or not. If I'm with somebody, I'm with them.
Right.
And that kind of happened. And there was this other girl that I'm not going to mention her name, but I was talking to before I got with my woman, like a couple months before. And she came up with a BS excuse on the night of our so-called date. I was going to take her to a rock show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I wasn't playing, but it was a New Year's Eve show. But she came up with this excuse, like her grandma, she had to sit at home with her grandma because her grandma was sick. Whatever. Okay. I get it. I understand. She seen me that night. She looked at me and she goes, oops. And she goes, I messed up.
I don't know how many fucking times.
I'm like, what? And she goes, I messed up. I was like, what do you mean you messed up? And she goes, well, you know that night that we were supposed to go out? I was like, yeah. She goes, I made up that because I was scared. I was nervous. I was like, yeah, you did mess up then. Because I'm with somebody now. And then this other girl that tried to get with me walked in the door and she's like, hey.
Nope.
And I'm like, hey, how's it going? And she goes, what are you doing here? I was like, I'm just here with my band and my girlfriend. I pointed at her. And she looked at her and she looked at my wife and she goes, you picked her over me right in front of my woman.
Damn.
Yeah. And she swore she never did that because she was obsessed with me, dude. Every time when my son was born, I want to hold him. I want a picture. She became obsessed with me.
That's weird.
But I was always kind to her. And I did mention that to her that time. She's like, I don't ever remember doing that. And I'm sorry if I did that.
Wow.
So I don't know if she was drunk too. I don't know. But things like that, I don't miss the being put up against the wall kind of thing. That's kind of like,
don't touch me.
Yeah. But I do miss not having to go to the store because after a while of doing that, my wife's like, I'm going to the grocery store. I was like, okay.
That is kind of nice.
But she didn't make me go.
Yeah.
because it got to that point. But I liked it. And I remember, do you remember the Redneck games
Oh yeah. Yeah.
that used to
I
go
haven't
on?
seen that in a while.
No, it's been down for a long time.
Huh.
So we came back from LA the first trip and we headlined it.
Oh.
Played right before the fireworks. And
Oh, wow.
we hired a guy out of Hoopston area called Jeff. His name was Jeff Funk to run our sound.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Funk?
Mhm.
Wow.
He used our stuff, but he brought his computer so that he could kind of link into it too.
I know Funk.
Made our sound.
What a freaking small world.
Yeah.
This is strange.
He made our sound so good, dude. We had 4,000 or 5,000 people there. And I remember we played right before the fireworks. The fireworks were the finale of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And right as the last song ended, I'm going like
shut
this.
up.
The first firework went up and I hit the cymbal as soon as it went off. And then I just went into a full-on drum solo and just kind of went with, I could
hear him popping off.
well, I could see the light
Ah.
because they were behind us.
Hell
We
yeah.
were on one of the big trailer stages and I could see the light out of the corner of my eyes.
That'd be so much
So I'd
fun.
wait for him to go up and I just
Bam.
bam, bam. I was timing it perfectly
That's awesome.
because of being a drummer, you kind of
Yeah.
get timing down. So I was timing it perfectly. I did a big drum solo. Every time a firework exploded, I hit my cymbals.
That would have been sick.
And then afterwards, I'm up there trying, everybody wanted a picture of us up on stage. So we did the picture thing. And then I go back and start tearing. And then this line forms. Stage right. Because there's 2 staircases on those stages. Okay. A line forms. Coming up. While we're tearing down, everybody's getting signatures.
Dude, that's sick.
I signed autographs for like 2 or 3 hours.
Damn.
And I remember the next day I went to work at Quick Lube up north. And I walk into my boss like, "What's up, TNG drummer Bob?"
Drummer
And
Bob.
I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, listen." They were all laughing him, and a couple of other people were laughing. I'm like, "Were you at the show last night?" We're like, "No." And this guy named Norm that I worked with, he goes, "No, man, my sister was at the show."
It's funny.
And she said she came home and you had signed her arm.
That's funny.
And then she went and got the fucker tattooed.
No. Dude.
And she said, "He's not famous. He works with me." And she's like, "No, it's already done."
I bet she felt stupid as hell. That's I mean, it's good on her if you do become famous.
Before I go, because it's about that.
Yeah, it's getting there.
The first time I ever signed autographs, I was like 20 years old or 21. No, I was 21. Just turned 21.
Damn.
Still scheming. We went and seen a couple bands at the Canopy Club. Future Leaders of the World. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
And they opened for Shinedown.
Yeah. No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
And at the Canopy Club?
Shinedown was on their first big tour.
No shit. I didn't know that.
I seen them live, and then that was when the original guitarist was still in the band, the one with the red hair.
Yeah.
Or the red streaks.
Yeah.
And we went out back. We were talking to them at their tour bus. I was talking to Brent and their other guitarist.
Hell yeah.
And we're standing there talking, shooting shit. I was drunk as shit. But we were talking. They kept saying, in due, because I kept telling me, I don't want to be famous so bad. They're like, "In due time, Bob, in due time. And then I see people peeking around the building, because we're on the side of the building over here, the north side of the building. So you see people in the front peeking around the building. And then these 2 dudes with dreads come out, set up a table, like a card, like one of them tables that the legs fold out like this, that you'd see under a canopy or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Used for like, I don't know, outdoor things, whatever.
Yeah.
Set it up. And I'm just in between them. I'm leaning up against the bus, and I've got the singer on my left and guitarist on my right, and they set the table up. And this older lady comes up, and she's got a flyer, and she sits it in front of the guitarist, and he signs it, and she slides it and stops it in front of me. And I'm like, I'm not in this band. And she's like, "No, but you're obviously somebody, because you're sitting here talking to them. And I heard that you were talking about being in a band and, trying to get famous. So put your signature
That's
on
what's up.
That way I have the first one." And she was the first one.
Smart lady.
And then I slid it in front of her, and then I signed every single autograph
That's
that
crazy.
they signed that night. So if you run into anybody
Yeah.
that went to the Canopy Club show with Shinedown in like 2005
Damn.
or 2004, whenever it was.
I was in junior high.
My signature, if they got a flyer or a t-shirt, my signature is on it.
That's wild.
Along with Shinedowns.
Well, hopefully this exposure from the podcast and everything we've been talking about today will bring some more light to Drummer Bob.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out there again. You know, I got professional gear. I got my own cymbals. I'm an endorsed artist. I got I call it brand new because I barely used it. Sitting collecting dust, almost $2,000 DW acrylic drum set.
Man, if you bust that sucker out, make a video, send it to me, and I'll put it on the page, even mix it up with some. I'm gonna chop these videos up.
Yeah.
And just make as many videos out of this as I possibly can. If you got a video, or if you make a video in the future anytime soon, send it to me and I'll add it to that. That'd be really nice for people to see at work.
Yeah, and I'm currently bandless at the moment.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have been for a while. I've just been kind of taking it easy, you know?
Yeah.
But it would be nice to get into something.
Yeah, and you're still driving CDL?
Yeah.
Let's put an end to that shit.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Hopefully the internet will
I'd love that.
do a fucking favor.
Because, dude, there's... I don't know
what a waste of talent. I mean, you don't need to be driving a fucking semi.
Well, not only that, dude, I think the worst part of it is being away from home.
It is.
And
it sucks.
People don't realize how dangerous the job is.
I lost 3/4 of my pay to have the job that I have now.
Dude, I'm telling you, which you know, you were a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see death all the time when you're on the road. People don't realize it. People think, "Oh, you just drive,"
and it's not even just the death that you see; it's the death that almost happened too.
Mm-hmm.
The almost death.
Dude, I don't know how many times, and I'm telling you, I think it's God, because I don't know how many times I got hung up at a place because I was waiting for a dock.
Yeah,
and then I leave and get 5 miles down the road.
There's a burning bus or something.
Oh my gosh. This happened too. Check this out, man. This is nuts. A few years ago, I was on my way home and I stopped at the Loves in Holland, Michigan.
Yeah.
Off of 96.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you get off the exit and you turn left, you come to a stoplight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you got to turn left again, go over the bridge, and the truck stop's on the right. So I stop at the stoplight. Well, it's flashing. So the stoplights are down, but everybody knows to treat that like a 4-way stop.
Right.
Well, the road is 50 miles an hour. Okay. I stop. I was the first one stopped. So I turn left. I go across the bridge. I get in there, get my fuel, go to the bathroom, get me a burger and a drink, maybe a Red Bull or something like that. Get back on the road. I come back across the bridge and there's a bunch of traffic built up, and there's a truck on the bridge on the left side of the bridge. Okay, so the go in the direction, you know, and he was going that way, and he had the skirts on the side. There was a hole inside the skirt, and there was blood all the way up the side of the trailer. And I'm like, what is going on? I look forward and I get to the stoplight, and I'm sitting there waiting to turn left to get back on the highway. And there's a vehicle sitting here in the 4-way, like kind of in the oncoming traffic, but it didn't look like it hit anybody. And everybody was out. People in line. There's people on the phone walking around, rubbing their face, blowing up on the ground. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand.
Was there snow on the ground?
No.
Okay.
No. It was a sunny day. But I'm like, what is going on? And I kept looking at the vehicle and like, I can't make out what that is. I couldn't figure out what kind of vehicle it was until I seen it.
Was it a minivan?
There was a ponytail in the back of the truck. It was a pickup.
Damn.
A ponytail.
You'll never forget that.
Some girl. I looked it up. I can't remember. I think she was in her 30s.
Damn.
And she just went right through it and went right up underneath the truck, and it cut the whole top off. And you got to think, when you're in the truck, where the bottom of the truck would be, about right here, bottom of the trailer, would be right here. So all of this
slid back.
Was in the bed. It was in the bed.
I seen something similar up in Iowa.
And yet you see that kind of stuff all the time. You see people in body bag. And here's the thing. If I would have been 5 minutes earlier, that would have been my truck shoe went up underneath.
Yeah.
I don't think I could have ever drove after that.
No. And I've dealt with. I drove up in Pontiac for FedEx, the guy I took over for, he left abruptly. Nobody still to this day has no idea where the hell he went. He was driving by the school, and a little girl had popped out from behind her. It's like pickup where they're picking up the kids. Yeah. She was running around playing. She ran out, and his bumper just caught her in the face and killed her. And he didn't even come home that day. He left his truck up in some part of Champaign, and they said that he came back, got his vehicle, and his wife hasn't seen him. His mom hasn't seen him. He had kids. He hit that little girl and left. And then they gave me the route, and I was 3 days in, and I heard that story, and I was on that road not even hours before I heard that story. And so many kids popping in and out. Oh man, I get goosebumps to think about it. It's horrible.
Dude, when I worked for Flexingate, when I quit and worked for Flexingate, when they brought me back on after the layoff, I was driving. I kept seeing, because we did slip seating too, but they put me in this one truck. I kept seeing somebody sitting in the passenger seat.
Oh fuck!
I was driving on 94, and I was over by Battle Creek where the curve is.
Yeah,
and I kept seeing somebody sitting in my passenger seat. I found out like a couple days later that the guy that had that truck, that was his truck, during the layoff had a heart attack and died.
What the fuck?
During the layoff.
He just wanted to do another round.
He was riding with me.
He just wanted to go another round.
I don't know. But the thing about the truck driving, I'm just over with. Because, dude, I've been doing it since my daughter was 2.
It's not worth it.
And she still cries every time I leave.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't miss that.
I'm like, aren't you used to it by now? I was like, I've been doing it since you were 2. She's like, I know, Daddy, but I can't. I can't. And it hurts me because then, there's times where when I tell my wife bye and I love you, and
you don't know if you're coming back.
I don't know if I'm going to make it home.
No. And this place that we were working at together, that place, you can't lift your foot off that throttle, because then you're going to run behind and you're not going to make the money and you're never going to come home. Yeah. So that, I don't miss it. And I internet, please make this work. I want to get you out of that truck. That's the whole reason why I brought you here today.
I can do studio work. I can do.
Right.
If you go to soultonesymbols.com and look up endorsers and go to Bobby, they put, I don't know why they said Bobby Jones. I go by Bob, but if you look up Bobby Jones, you'll see my profile come up, and you'll see all the genres that I can actually play.
Hell yeah.
So I can do pop punk, ska, rasta.
You mentioned country. Yeah.
Country, some blues. I can do some hip hop. I can do rock, metal. I mean,
now where can everybody find your symbols?
Soul Tone Symbols.
Soul Tone Symbols. Okay.
Or come to me.
Okay.
You find me on Facebook.
Hopefully YouTube soon.
Under Bob Jones. Yeah, maybe. But you can find me on Facebook under Bob Jones. I've got checkered print symbols. You can't miss them.
No.
I'm the only one in the world that has them.
I love them. I absolutely love them. They remind me of Vans.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. I got them because I was in a punk band at the time. So I was like, checker print. That'd be cool.
My goal is to someday not be a broke bitch. Hopefully the internet will take off for me as well. I'll grab a set for my daughter.
There you go.
She's seen them. She loves them.
Yeah.
And she was a little pissed off when she found out that I couldn't get one. I was like, well, they're expensive.
Yeah. I mean, I can, you don't have to buy the whole set.
Right. We're just going to do one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had so many people tell me when I got them that they were gonna order them. I had one dude tell me he was gonna order one of the splashes, because the splash is only little.
Yeah.
And he was gonna make a clock out of it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, he's gonna put some arms on it and make a
Now,
clock.
there is a feller over in Broadlands that has a band. Can't remember. I think the last name's Holloway. Can't remember the name of the band, but I'm gonna point him your direction as well.
Yeah. I appreciate that, dude.
No problem. I tell you, one of the greatest things I ever did in my life was get the fuck out of a semi.
Dude, I pray, and that everybody at the church, they've all prayed for me over and over. Like even if it's not to get out of the semi, at least get over the road. Yeah, and just doing what we're doing right here, I promise you it'll do it. You think so? 100%. Now, the next time you get back, I want to hear about them fucking ghosts. Oh, yeah, about them hauntings and shit. God, dude, I've got so much of that. We ain't got time for that. I know. That's a whole nother ballgame. Yeah, your wife will hate me if I hold you for that one. Yeah, because we gotta go do more Christmas shopping. Yeah. But I mean, what was the symbol? The Soul Tone Symbols. SoulToneSymbols.com. Yeah. Okay. And if you go to, you'll see the list. There's a huge list, and I'll tell you, one of the things that got me to sign with them was I watched some of the videos of the cymbals. I thought they sounded pretty good, but also I looked at who else is signed, like Jonathan Moffat, Sugarfoot.
Oh, really?
Michael Jackson's drummer.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Jonathan, he's got the backward. He does the backward chokes. He's endorsed by them.
Wow.
Steven Adler, the original Guns N' Roses drummer, is endorsed by them.
Wow.
Who is it? I don't know. Like one of the rappers, Kanye West, or somebody like that. Their drummer is endorsed by them too. There's a lot of them.
Wow.
There's a lot of really, really big people that are endorsed.
Man, see, when I was growing up, I wanted to be. I was either I'm gonna be Jim Carrey, or I'm gonna be fucking Axl. Those were my two fucking options. And
dude,
here I am now.
I kind of wanted the same thing, dude.
Yeah.
Like I would love to do. I don't know. I like to make people laugh.
Same.
And I think it's because, honestly, I don't know.
I grew up watching
love a humor.
Live and Live in Color, Chris Farley, Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
What's his name from SNL that got murdered?
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman was this shit, man. He was my first inspiration, and then it was Jim Carrey.
One of my favorite sketches is Chris Farley, motivational speaker.
Yes.
Living in a van down by the river.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones, man.
That one, I did that one so much for my family growing up in the living room. I'd put on like a really shitty tie.
Oh, I had a tuxedo my parents bought me back when I was little bitty.
Mm.
And I don't know why. I remember it was a white tux. I don't know what it was for. But I would just randomly go put it on and come out and act like I was Elvis. But being all crazy in the
Heck
room.
yeah.
Even though I can't sing my way out of a paper bag. I used to do backups in tongue and groove, like the oohs and the ahs. It's hard to do when you're playing drums too. But I got throat surgery a few years ago.
No shit.
Yeah, I had nodules on my thyroid.
Fuck, bro.
And they didn't know if they were cancerous or not.
So they checked them.
They took half my thyroid. But ever since then, my voice isn't the same.
Different.
I can't do any kind of fluctuation. Like it cracks.
See, I got sick with COVID, and now I can't hit any high shit. I can't even I used to do a lot of Adam Sandler his characters. Well, I was watching 8 Crazy Nights. What's his name? Whitey. That's a technical foul.
Oh, yeah.
I used to be able to get that high. Yeah. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking COVID.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, acting would be cool.
Oh, I would love that. So hopefully
acting would be cool. I mean, I would just love to do it. Just be fun.
And honestly, I haven't given that up. I actually built a gym in the backyard, and I'm going to get in such great shape they can't deny me.
No, there you go.
I'm training to fight Jake Paul. It's a joke I got going.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, every now and then when I'm out in the gym, I'll just turn the camera on.
Dude, that fight with Mike, I think that was rigged.
I about fucking threw myself through the TV.
I almost threw my remote through my TV. Because I was...
Hi, Bob has got something to say to you.